advantage you got is Aoki's a little bit taller, the longer, about a 2 inch longer reach. Other than that, there's really no advantage to either guy. Competition-wise, you get some records of guys 25-0. Well, who's he really fought? Both of these guys have competed against some of the best guys in the world at their weight class that came out of the tournament. Both these guys have a different, opposite, bipolar style of approaching everything, from training to competition to everything. Their whole life fest is completely different.
69.6 キロ Aoki Shinya 180センチ70キロ JZ Coleman.
Something has to give here, and basically what is the main event, even though this is part of the lightweight tournament, it has that feel that this is going to be the real deal. Aoki, 9 in a row now. JZ, 8 in a row.
This almost should have been the finals of the tournament, but here they go. Dreams put it on for us as the first round of the tournament.
This would basically be like having a basketball tournament and putting your top 2 seeds to start things off playing against each other. And here we go with round 1. Respect early, you can see the height advantage for Aoki in his southpaw stance.
JZ obviously has a better striking game, but Aoki doesn't, has the reach on it, but he won't use it. He tends to be close. He wants to be an inside kind of puncher because he wants to take you down and get to the ground as quickly as possible.
Aoki with only 1 win by way of knockout.
There's more of a slip than a knockdown. He tried to kick too high.
Aoki will stay there. Now the referee stands him back up. It's who can pull the trigger first. At least that's the feeling right now.
JZ pushing off as opposed to punching his way out of that position. Give a gift to Aoki.
Ducks in again, blocks another kick. Again, a kick and it's caught.
That time was a definite knockdown. He punched him in the face and put him to the canvas. Whether it hurt or not, I don't know. It was Aoki jumping at the same time he got hit.
Either way, JZ gets him down.
Yeah, that's definitely a takedown, a scorecard for the judges, because I see this fight being very, very close. I see it going all 15 minutes. So as a result, it's going to be a close fight. Every little piece is going to count. Every little match is going to count.
JZ tries to fly in. The Brazilian Superman misses with that one.
If you're wondering what the ref is carrying on his back, in that big backpack, he actually has a camera vision. Every now and some of the replays actually come from his viewpoint. The ref cam. Actually seen it that prevalent.
JZ kind of opening up, almost showing a left-handed style now. Now he goes back to orthodox, and on the mat once again is Aoki.
Jumping down to the mat, but it's almost defensive. It's almost like he's jumping to his guard now to get himself out of trouble as opposed to getting into something.
Only one time has he actually been taken down, and that was when Calvin Canty was able to catch him, hold on, trip him up. Well, it's pretty clear where Aoki wants to go with this fight. And it's evident that JZ is very much the more comfortable in the stand-up fighting right now. Aoki has not been able to score with those kicks, although that knee gets into the midsection. Doesn't slow Calvin Canty down.
It's a good job because it's very hard to grab a guy that doesn't want to be grabbed. And Kevin Canty doesn't want to be grabbed. Jay-Z wants to stay inside, throw these punches, and get out.
Oh, big swing and a miss with that kick from Jay-Z.
Wow, if that had connected, oh my gosh.
If that had connected, this fight would have been goodbye. It's over. Instead, Aoki's grabbing onto the leg, trying to get a takedown here. Timeout for Aoki's down in the corner, and going to the neutral corner is Jay-Z.
He's grabbing the back of his head, but
is he hurt?
He's grabbing the back of his head, which is illegal. You can't elbow the head, but Jay-Z elbowed the rib and then elbowed the shoulder, and he's saying he caught him in the back of the head. I think he might have caught him in the neck with one of those elbows.
Jay-Z bowing as if to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I apologize. Let's look and see.
That's on the back. That's on the shoulder blade. I mean, it's definitely on the shoulder blade.
Aoki.
I don't see what the problem is here.
Well, he appears to be in considerable pain as we take another look at the elbow that looks like it is in the shoulder area.
I see it hitting the shoulder, Ken. You see it hitting it?
I didn't see anything else.
Okay.
From looking at this and watching twice now the replay that we have the advantage of, obviously, that the official doesn't in the ring, I thought that was a clean hit.
You know, and I'm a big Aoki fan. I love his spirit. I love how he sticks with his style. Definitely won't give up any position. I still see it hitting the shoulder.
Where would it be an illegal blow, Frank? That's the real question.
And you know, depending on what they consider the neck, I consider the neck part of the head. You know, so if you say you can't, you know, kick a guy in the head or elbow him in the head or whatever, that I consider the neck part of the head. But you know, depending on the ref, that's gonna be criteria call.
It comes down right there.
That hits him in the shoulder. I mean, it's clearly. I mean, it follows through to the side of the head. I understand that.
But it's right there. The
that
initial
second one
blow
misses
is coming
entirely.
Yeah, that was more like a forearm. That first one glancing off the right shoulder. Either way, timeout has been asked for and received in the Aoki corner as you look at him.
Well, he gets, in my opinion, you know, mind you, I'm not a judge or a ref. I'm saying he got hit in the shoulder, and the second one was a forearm, which is completely legal. You can forearm a guy in the head. The elbow that would only want to be in question is that first one, which followed through, but the initial contact was the shoulder. The follow through doesn't count. She initially hit him in the shoulder and it slid through. So, you know, at this point, it should give Aoki time to recover. If he can't recover and fight, then he should lose by injury. If the refs and judges see it my way.
Well, Aoki, and there you see, Jay-Z's made himself at home. He's in a neutral corner on a stool with a towel around it. A little bit of laughter here, I think, in support of Jay-Z as you see the camera's now pointed in his direction. I thought he was on a stool. Actually, he's kneeling right now, and Aoki's still complaining about the pain. I don't know. One thing a lot of us can relate to, you be in a pickup basketball game, you get an elbow to the side of the back or something like that. I mean, it can be painful, but we've seen guys take shots to the groin and didn't take a full 5 minutes, and Aoki is taking a lot of time.
Yeah, like I said, I don't see anything wrong with it, so I'm wondering, what the deal is. I see it as a completely legal blow, and it should be able to, he should be able to recover and go ahead and compete.
And one that, well, hold on, the referee's saying something now. This is a no contest.
首筋のところに肘が入ったことで、首から出てくる手の方にいっている神経が多分牽引をされて、今実は肩から上腕のあたりまでの筋肉の麻痺が起こっています。回復の状態を見ましたが、少なくともこれから試合続行とはもう到底認められませんので、我々としてはドクターストップをしました。
All right, you saw our graphic there, Hans. We've gotten the word that they're calling this a no contest. What was the gist of what was just said by the official and the doctor?
First of all, the referee stepped in and he said that we have had He described it as an accidental injury to Aoki. And he said that the head doctor was going to step in and explain it. The head doctor said that the point of the elbow came in contact with the nerve connecting at the point where the neck connects to the shoulder, and that his arm below that point was unable to move after that point, and that due to that they're going to have to stop the fight and that they rule it a no contest.
Well,
Thank you for that.
yeah, I mean,
that's
because the guy got a stinger, they're gonna call it no
Joachim
contest.
Hansen.
And really, if the guy got a stinger,
and basically
then the fight's
that's what it is. Isn't it?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
got a
we're not
stinger.
pretending to be the doctor here, but that's a stinger.
Yeah, you got a stinger. I mean, it should be a no. I get it. The fans want to see a better fight. They want to see us go on. It should be a no contest. It should be Jay-Z won. That's the end of it.
Well, instead, as you see, Joachim Hansen coming in. He's a winner. He advances on in this lightweight tournament, but in what was supposed to be the main event, a little anticlimactic here, in that Jay-Z and Aoki, we don't know what's going to happen now. It's a no contest at this moment, and this is a tournament, so
They're gonna have to fight again. And,
it's
maybe,
a little bit of a
Dream 2
nightmare
or-
here in Dream. Yeah, do they try to get them together and continue on? All the other guys that have fought tonight and won to advance on, you wonder what will they try to do down the road.
Well, here's the problem. If those two guys fight, it's a no contest. They got to have somebody because it's a tournament. So the bottom will fight again. They fight in Dream 2. If my math is correct, they'll fight in Dream 2, and then the second round of the lightweight tournament is Dream 3, is 2 or 3 weeks after. So these guys have to fight. If this is indeed what they do, we're speculating here. If they fight Dream 2, they have to fight 2 or 3 weeks later in Dream 3 after fighting each other. So this is going to be a big jump up. All of a sudden, if that is indeed what they do, they declare a no contest and just pull the guys completely out of the tournament altogether. Or they can declare it a no contest and wait, have them skip, fight Dream 2 and not fight again till Dream 4 and then fight again in Dream 5 or whatever. Who knows what they do.
Well, a strange way to end what has been an entertaining night of fighting. Kawajiri, Alvarez among those advancing on tonight in the tournament. Ishida, as expected, winning again and advancing on in the tournament. And also an impressive showing for Nagata tonight to move on in the tournament as well. And we already saw Joachim Hansen, who was one of the first guys into the ring when it was announcing the winners tonight. He has advanced on in the tournament as well. In addition to that, we also got to see Sakurai fighting in a non-tournament event tonight, fighting as a welterweight, looking impressive. And Krokop just making short work in what will be considered a fight. It almost was like an exhibition, fighting a very young fighter and putting him away early.
Most of the fights went the way that I thought they would go, except for this fight here at the end.
Yeah, this was strange. This still is strange.
I'm a little, hopefully we get Aoki up on the air and we get Hans, our translator, to help us out with it, that Aoki will give us a little explanation, what have you. But if the way the doctor described it, and Hans translated to us before, that he, basically got hit in the nerve, that shut, they gave him a stinger that sent down to the arm, then it shouldn't be a no contest. It should be Jay-Z wins by injury forfeit or injury pullout. It's just, but it is what it is, and we have to see what's going to happen here the next little bit.
Instead, what was supposed to be the big cap off of tonight, we'll hear now from Aoki.
ここまで来てくれた皆さん、本当にすみませんけど、僕もやりたいですけど腕が上がらないんです。僕プライドがなくなってから1年待ちました。1年待ちましたけど、世界最強を目指してまだまだ頑張ります。ありがとうございました。皆様、
An emotional Shinya Aoki addressing this crowd of almost 20,000. And Hans, once again, we'll bring you into action here. What did he say, basically?
Aoki said that he's very sorry. He says that he wants to fight, but he can't raise his arms up. After the demise of Pride, he's waited 1 year, and that he hopes to do his best in the future.
Well, obviously an emotional Aoki. And like I said, I'm a big Aoki fan. I'm a huge Aoki fan. I love his style, We've actually had conversations. Unfortunately, it's been through translators, but I just don't understand. Like I don't grasp it.
Good night.
Now Jay-Z has a few words.
First of all, I want to say sorry for everybody. I'm really disappointed. I hate those kind of situations, but it happened, you know. When I throw the elbow, I throw on the back and he slid it because he was sweat. And I'm really trying to know, cannot fight, cannot keep doing the fight. There's a lot of speculation about this fight around the New Year's event in Yaranoka now, and happened this. So I'm most disappointed in everybody here because I want to show all my training, all my energy. I want to give everything back for you guys, the fans who support me, you know, for the event, Dream, one of the best tournaments in the world right now. And I'm really trying to be here and not be a victory, you know. I want to be the last one standing in the ring, but not in this way. And I want to say sorry for everybody.
皆さんこんばんは。こんなことになってしまって本当に申し訳ありません。皆さんにいい試合を見せたかったです。大晦日の時も皆さんをがっかりさせてしまいました。それから一生懸命トレーニングをして今日は全力を出して。
Well, Jay-Z, as he mentioned, he was supposed to fight here in this very arena on New Year's Eve. Did not get to do that. He was anticipating this fight. Aoki anticipating this fight. Everybody anticipating this fight. It had that real look now at the tail of the tape. And you can see the height advantage belongs to Aoki. That will be evident when they square off these two 24-year-olds. And of course, again with Jay-Z, also a little bit probably in his head because there was some controversy when he did not fight on New Year's Eve. Right. Was he really injured? Yes, he said he was. He was there watching at ringside as we were at that time. And this meant a lot to him to fight Aoki the first time around.
You know, now if you notice, he'll have his left knee taped, which knee that was hurt during New Year's Eve. He had it taped the first time that they fought, Aoki and Jay-Z, and he has it taped now. It's going to be interesting to see if it is hindering his mobility, if he's having it just for precautionary reason why he has it taped up. You never know.
And there you see the tape. He looks good there as he leaps the ropes and comes into the ring, and we get ready now for the introduction of this rematch.
180センチ、69.8キロ、青木真也。
I think the more colors Aoki has on his tights, the better he does.
173センチ、69.9キロ、Jay-Z Coleman。レフェリー野口大輔。
Both guys seem very focused, very determined. Obviously, they're in great shape. Of course, Jay-Z's a little bit denser, a little bit thicker all the way around than Aoki is, but Aoki is also about 4 inches taller. So. Different styles too. You'd think the tall guy would fight more on the outside. Jay-Z actually fights more on the outside.
Yeah.
Even though he is getting up the reach advantage, because Aoki just wants to jump guard, to stay inside and stay tight.
As we saw Aoki do that in their first fight. Very few times did he try, in what was obviously a short fight, try to stand and swing away. And here we go with round one of the rematch. And Jay-Z comes in early, and jumping in once again is Aoki. That looks familiar.
Didn't waste any time. As soon as he hit the ropes, felt himself going down, immediately jumps guard. But bad position. He's using a lot of energy to hold. And Jay-Z doesn't have to use much energy to get him off because gravity's going to work in his favor. You can just see how strong Shinya is right there. Aoki's he's so strong even for his size.
And again, looking at the body size, deceptively strong. If someone just walked in, turned this on for the first time, they're thinking the thinner guy is not going to be able to handle Jay-Z.
You know, really, Aoki spends so much time working on his technique. He's strong because he's very technical as well.
And it goes to the mat for the first time in this fight.
Not so much a takedown as just a spinning throw. You know, Aoki had both his feet off the ground, didn't take much to put him on the ground. If Jay-Z wants to win this fight, you have to pick up the pace early and force Aoki to have to start making mistakes, make him look bad like he did in the first fight. He had to keep jumping guard. Keep punching him in the head, keep punching him out, get little peppering shots. You're not going to knock a guy out like Aoki because once you get in that battle, you can jump guard and catch a submission. On the reverse, if Aoki wants to make it look in his favor, assuming that no one finishes the fight, this goes to a full decision, you got to watch out for Aoki. He needs to keep moving into submission, 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 always keep active. Because of his style, if he doesn't catch something, he makes himself look kind of rather boring if you got a guy like Jay-Z on top of you who's always throwing peppering shots. And of course, if someone gets a submission or a knockout, all what I just said is a moot point.
Jay-Z will stand up and try to get some punches in. And watch out for those up kicks as he squeezes through and throws a left. Aoki holding tough. Jay-Z not going down.
See, Aoki has his left leg up in Jay-Z's armpit. That keeps Jay-Z from falling back himself into a heel hook because he's got his feet so wrapped up tight. Jay-Z could actually finish him with an ankle lock or a heel hook in this position. That's a great counter to stop from getting caught in the own technique. He's rolling a little bit more now. He's trying to he's working on that knee, the take knee, smart position. He's got an Achilles lock right now.
And Jay-Z comes down harder and harder with his right foot and gets free of that. Aoki in trouble here in the early going of this fight. Jay-Z continues to hammer away at the side.
His face is completely open, no way to defend himself because both legs are wrapped around that leg.
Aoki taking at least 10 unanswered blows during that exchange.
I'm very impressed with his chin power. He got back up to his feet and doesn't look too worse for the wear. Jay-Z, if he's smart and his corner's smart, yelling at him, get separation, get out of the corner, get separation, keep working the head of Aoki. No matter how tough you are, your head still run a little bit from all those punches.
Appreciation by the crowd here at the resiliency of Aoki. 3 or 4 out of that flurry landed with some authority.
Complete undefended, flush, no hands up, no head movement, just getting rained upon in the head. Jay-Z getting warned for putting his hand in the ropes.
Aoki hasn't won every fight by way of submission. It may just seem that way. 8 of his 14 victories have come by submission. As you see, the heavily taped left knee of Jay-Z. Once again, it is Aoki. It's like a piggyback position here.
Oh, great rear naked choke spot, but not anywhere close to being in. But it's a good position. Actually, when Jason Miller and I fought in Icon a year and a half ago, that's exactly the same thing Jason did to me. He was in this position for a good 2.5 minutes, and it makes you exhausted trying to carry a guy on your back like this. He's got a good, that forearm, that thumb bone is right across Jay-Z's mustache line. He has his head turned. He's a good position for a neck crank as well.
The first strikes we've seen from Aoki tonight. Trying to reposition himself on Jay-Z.
Aoki's probably one of the best guys at using his little peppering shots to force you to move and give him a submission. He does a great job of working that angle. He's not going to knock you out with those positions, but he makes you have to respect it enough to give an arm or give a neck.
And once again, he'll try to get in for the rear naked choke. Once again, cranking on the head there. You see Jay-Z fighting it off.
Jay-Z needs to get one of those hands frees and put 2-on-1 and get the arm to the other side of his head. Like right now, get that arm to the other side of his head. It's going to stop the rear naked choke and keep him from resetting. Once that arm is on the back side, he can't choke you any longer, and all he's doing now is hanging on. Aoki's still close. He still has his body in a great position to finish this fight.
And Aoki has been controlling this tempo for the last 3 minutes or so now. And continues to annoy Jay-Z with those little punches, an elbow to the side, followed by a punch to the face.
You know, all this is doing is making both guys tired, but in the judges' mind, Aoki's winning this. He's had 3 or 4 different submission attempts from this position. He's peppering the shots. Jay-Z is completely defensive. He can't get any offense on at all. I mean, even if you just hold the opposite hand and elbow him in the ribs, he's got to do something, Jay-Z does. Just standing here taking these shots, he's not going to be able to win this round.
And once again, now as they sit down, Jay-Z continues to keep that chin close to his neck. I guess the only thing here, Frank, is at least he does not have the burden of carrying Aoki on his back literally like he has for about 4 minutes.
This is true, but also he just shut off his ability to be able to elbow in the ribs. He's not going to be able to, at least because, especially because he's got this body triangle on him, at least elbow the thigh. Make him let go of you by elbowing him in the thigh. Get control of one of the hands, cross over your head, start elbowing the thigh. With a calf right in flanks across your stomach. I mean, there's so many different options Jay-Z can be doing here. He's just kind of caught up. Every single one of those little peppering shots are scoring points in the judge's decision.
Well, way back at the start of this fight, Jay-Z had his best moments. 3 or 4 solid punches in a torrent of blows to the side of the head and around the face area of Aoki, which did not faze him. He was able to stand up and out of it.
This is probably not a good stoppage for Jay-Z right now. They're going to bring him back to the center of the ring and in the same position. So this is not a good spot for Jay-Z now. He was actually better in the corner where Aoki can only go one of 2 directions. Now he has all 8 directions. He can move anywhere he wants to.
So Aoki has gone from having problems early in this fight.
Smart work by Aoki trying to change sides. Yeah.
He did that in the first fight.
He did, yeah. He changed sides. What he did is he puts the exact same technique on, but changes the way he has it on. He goes to the exact opposite side. He got away with it in the first fight. This time Jay-Z kind of caught him and said, no, you got to go back on the same side. Aoki sneaking up his guard, trying to get a little bit higher, looking for a different submission position.
And Jay-Z turns around. Jay-Z is out of it and in the best position he's been in since the first couple of minutes of this round.
He's got about 1:20 left to go ahead and try to steal this round, steal this fight from the judges, or finish the fight. You know, obviously finishing is the best position, but making the assumption that, you know, it's not going to get finished in the next 15, minute 15, minute 10. Go ahead, he's got to try to steal this round. He's got to pick up his action a little bit. If I was Jay-Z, I'd force Aoki back to his feet again.
Clearly the strength of Jay-Z in this fight. With 55 seconds to go.
That's 3 flush leg kicks or foot kicks are landing right on Jay-Z's head.
The crowd appreciates it. There's number 4. So Jay-Z continues to lose points here. Aoki is building up point after point on him.
Somebody in the American top team in Jay-Z's corner's got to tell him, let him get back up to his feet. Use your hand speed to go ahead and beat him. Aoki's doing a great job. His corner's telling us to keep doing what you're doing. Stay put.
Had Aoki not already impressed the judges enough with trying at least a half a dozen different submissions and dictating the tempo, Jay-Z is having problems standing up here because Aoki will not, as round 1 is nearing an end. A strong round here for Aoki in this rematch to see who will advance in the lightweight tournament.
Well, great job by Aoki. I have to give that first round to Aoki completely. I mean, he won on every factor except for the takedown, which Jay-Z really, you know, Aoki was trying to get him to the ground anyway. He kind of conceded it, but regardless of whether he wanted to go there or not, he ended up on the ground. He gives up the takedown. But he controls everything else. He controlled the aggressiveness, the 4 or 5 different submission attempts. I mean, Jay-Z really is behind, at least for that first round. the last thing I want is something heavy over my face like that. I'm really pleased as it is. Don't block my nose too. He's in this. He has this Achilles like you see. Aoki's right arm is underneath as he's leaning back. He's in a good position. JZ does a good job of getting his other foot free. He realizes he can't uncross the legs to get his foot out, so he's better off just going ahead and heel kicking him in the ground. Now, before I know in the rules before, he said no kicking of a down opponent. Both guys were on the ground, so it's completely legal. And here you see the 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 different punches that come straight through that Aoki can't stop.
And it looked like at that point that Aoki was in trouble.
It did.
2 minutes into this fight, he was in trouble. Would this be another short one? No. He takes the back and takes control of this fight, and even then later on when he was able to spin out of it, JZ, he's getting kicked.
Good job by Aoki using his great jiu-jitsu game, his great talent on the ground, tying up one leg with his leg in his arm, tying up the other hand by just grabbing the wrist and kicking him in the face with his other free leg. And that's really smart. That's really smart. And not letting him knock a guy out. Get a turn away from you, put you in a knee bar, put you in an ankle lock position.
The winner will advance in this Dream Lightweight tournament to face Nagata as we get ready for 5 more minutes to go here at Schedule 4 in round 2. And will JZ take advantage here in the standing as he goes for a kick inside?
Well, if JZ's smart, he's not going to try and stay too close to Aoki, because if he get, because every time he gets too close on him, it's basically he's right on top of him. Aoki immediately just jumps guard and stuffs everything that JZ can do. JZ's best game at this point is long punching, staying a little bit further away. Nice high guard by Aoki. No danger though by JZ. He's not in any kind of danger at this point.
Figure the only thing he's thinking now with 4 minutes to go in this fight is doing enough to impress the judges should this go the distance.
Oh, wow, great reverse armbar. It's kind of caught him as part of an umaplata, part of the armbar.
JZ pulls out.
Most guys expect you to go to umaplata in that position, which is going to bend your arm and actually hurt your shoulder. And Aoki just kept it straight, pushed the wrist away, used his arm almost as a blocker, almost as like you'd use his hip in an armbar. That's a great submission position if you can catch it.
JZ escaped 5-6 submission attempts in the first round. But again, it was Aoki carrying that first round.
Or being carried.
And there he jumps again, yeah, being carried, as he literally rode the back for 4 minutes of that first round of JZ. And once again, he's right there where he wants to be, Aoki.
And what's happening is that in the first fight, JZ would punch him, and as he was getting hit, Aoki would jump guard, which made it look bad. It looked like he was running away from the punching. Now, in this fight, he's not even letting JZ get any punches off. He's just immediately jumping guard and landing in a good position. So JZ, the whole time, looks like he's being defensive.
And once again, JZ trying to get his arm out of there. He escaped one in this round. Seems like forever since JZ's landed an effective punch.
Since basically the first 2 minutes of the first round. I mean, it's been 8 minutes now, 9 minutes now. It's a long time in a fight, especially a 15-minute fight. It's over half the fight since you've hit anybody with anything effective. A couple peppering body blows, but they're all off balance. His hips are away from him. He's almost diving in. The ref does a good job of setting him back up again.
2 minutes to go in this fight. You got the feeling of JZ, and once again jumping there is Aoki. JZ staying up. He has to feel right now, I've got about 1:45 to do something to make some kind of impact here, because this is Aoki's fight, it would appear.
Correct. And at this point, now you're hoping that a little desperation setting in. You got to go ahead and steal this fight. You want to try and take it away.
This is the rematch of the controversial no contest. Aoki could not continue on in the first round. That was in Dream 1. Here we are, Dream 2. This is part of the lightweight tournament to see who advances. And Jay-Z comes in with his best punch in a long time. But it was only one.
Yeah, finally hit somebody. Threw 3 punches, only 1 connects. He gets stifled again. In this high guard position, it makes it look like the Jay-Z's being defensive. See, his legs are up, his butt's up in the air, his head's down. It makes the judges think you're being defensive, as opposed to Aoki being defensive, because that's really what this position is. There's not much Aoki can do in here. Wow, Jay-Z's strength to pick him up.
And Aoki, he's tried twice in this round, has not been able to submit Jay-Z. Final minute of round 2. Is he going to end the fight now?
He's got a full catch. As you saw the ref put his 2 fingers up, that means a full catch, which is a scoring point for the judges. It means the submission is in and almost ready for a tap. Not necessarily Jay-Z will tap, it's just that he's caught.
And Aoki is holding on and straining, and Jay-Z, how is he going to get through this?
Good job.
Just that way, somersaults his way out of it.
Great job by Jay-Z. He's really caught that as a really tough position. Most guys wouldn't know how to get out of that at all, because it switched spots and angles 4 or 5 different times. Jay-Z finally found a way out of it.
Nice roll for Jay-Z. He's trying to get something going here in the final 15 seconds. And Aoki has continued to dictate everything here in round 2. This fight comes to an end. It goes to the judges to see who advances in the lightweight tournament. And Aoki clearly thinks he does. You kind of look at Jay-Z a little pensive there, certainly not in a celebratory mood right now.
No, I honestly have to give it to you. I thought this fight was going to be a little bit more of a bang, a little bit more of Aoki having to run and duck and dive out of the way and catch a couple things. Aoki dominated the entire fight, in my opinion. Really, and for me, I'm a huge Aoki fan, but I like him because he's an opposite of my style, where I'm more of a striker, brawler kind of type. He's very technical, and he did such a great job. He gets hit. There's that one punch that Jay-Z finally hits. Oh, the second one did land. One missed. But here you see him. His arm is completely cut out. He's in a partial armbar, kind of a omoplata position. Aoki's pushing it up, and just as he pushes it up, Jay-Z rolls out of it and gets himself in a spot to get out of there. Really, I'm really impressed with Aoki. It comes through, but this also raised another question for me.
Judge's decision now.
Shinya Aoki. Judge Miyake. Aoki.
I think Jay-Z was gonna win that first fight. I think Jay-Z won the first fight. Yes, it was accidental, and it did slide up to him in the neck, and Aoki couldn't continue.
The basic instructions in any language there, Hans?
Yeah, he's reiterating that they can't kick above the head when one fighter's on the ground, unlike in the former Pride.
Ready? Fight!
And here they go with round 1. Aoki obviously in the colorful long pants. Easy to pick out. 10 minutes for this first round it's scheduled. Aoki feints a kick and yet another one.
And another one.
And another one now moves in, and a right there by Nagata.
Yeah, but if he's a good Greco-Roman wrestler, silver medalist, it's going to be hard to take him down, right?
You would think.
I would think.
But there he
then
is.
Again, it was Greco, and that's upper body, and this was a double leg. So maybe that's the difference here.
And Aoki going to work early on, as he was expected to do.
Yeah, he's going to take his time here. He's going to escape here, a half guard, going to side mount, or maybe even mount, and just goes for a ground and pound. He cannot let him get the guard, and certainly cannot let him get up.
And Nagata quickly back up on his feet.
Yeah.
Aoki trying to pull him away. He tries again, and he does it again. 2 takedowns for Aoki. He makes it look easy.
He should go to the Olympics then, right?
He should, obviously.
In Greco.
His upper body strength, when you look at his build, that longer, leaner physique than that of Nagata, is a little misleading. I mean, he manhandled him twice to the ground.
Apparently, he's very strong.
Good look at Matt Hume, one of the judges looking on here. Almost 2 minutes gone in this fight to start Dream 4.
Mount position. This is simply not good.
Shinya Aoki having his way, as you would expect an 8-1 favorite to do so in this early going.
Crossface will be the best to break that grip. Crossface, pull yourself upwards, push yourself upwards, and then simply go for a ground and pound. Well, it looks to me like he's going to do that. Oh, he looks for a submission. He's going to look for a submission. So, you know, this is the moment that I would say, even if you're a submission specialist, go for ground and pound. Don't take any risks. Because if you're going to go for a complicated submission, the chances, there's always a chance that you're going to lose the control. You know, and if your opponent escapes, suddenly he is in the mount or in the side mount. You give up a dominant position, this they simply should even forbid those punches, because there are no punches.
Aoki, as you heard the crowd respond to that one punch, he is not known for his knockout ability. Only one in his 15 wins. He is known for being able to submit people. He has done that in 8 of his 15 victories. And he'll also hang in there. He has won 4 by decision. It's kind of interesting, boss, almost a contrast at times. He looks flamboyant. We saw how strong he was on his takedowns, but then he's quite comfortable to just grind it out on the ground.
Yeah, it's not exciting. He should, you know, I can say it over and over again, simply ground and pound. This, push him back, cross face, push his face on the ground, start loading with the other hand. Boom, boom, boom. That will open things up, you know. Maybe even Nagata's going to push him away. That sets up an armbar, you know. That's the beauty of mixed martial arts. You can do other things to set him off. You see, this is then those punches, those count.
2 of the better punches you'll see from Aoki.
Guillotine. Let's see if he can pull that one off. Yeah.
Trying to sink it in early.
Nope, he slipped out.
So that's fine. Yeah. Aoki will just go back in the mount and he'll do a couple of punches and see what else he can work out.
Yeah, obviously Nagata has no experience here. I mean, he doesn't even try to escape.
Instead, he's eaten about 6 good punches from Aoki.
Then again, Aoki probably has real good balance, and you know it's going to be very hard to get him off. We cannot forget that. But you know, I don't really see him bucking up, moving to the side, make himself small, like land on one hip and then go to a half guard, from a half guard work to a full guard. You know, we don't see anything like that.
Halfway into round 1, it has belonged to Aoki, as most people expected that it would. Almost a foregone conclusion that he would defeat Nagata and advance on to the semifinals of the lightweight tournament.
This is an omoplata from the top.
And that's it.
An omoplata from the top.
How about that?
That's the first time I see that. Wow.
Aoki waited around, saw his opening, and then, boss, something you haven't even seen.
I've never seen it.
Packed to the rafters here at Osaka Joe Hall. You're watching live on HDNet Dream 5.
Wow, I can see Aoki's pants. Well, let me tell you, they're colorful again. Since I come from Eindhoven, Holland, and these are the colors from PSV, the soccer club. Any soccer fan will know this. Kind of the Joker. Right?
Right.
Batman coming out, maybe has something to do with it.
Kaluno. The biggest fight he's had in a while. Is he ready for the challenge of Aoki? Two of the top lightweights in the world fighting to see who advances on in the championship. 10-minute first round, 5-minute second round. The respect is palpable at this stage. Who moves first?
Yeah. Man.
Uno bluffs.
No mistakes, you know, making a few body movements, see what your opponent does, how he reacts. Throw a little kick out, a little punch there, you know, how does he block? Does he bring his hands down, knees up? You know, all that little movement is very informative. It's very good to know. And then hopefully you can capitalize on it.
Aoki's won 9 by submission. Uno won 13 by way of submission. High kick with a breeze for Uno.
Almost like a Brazilian gi. He's got so many patches on there on his pants.
Flies in with the knee, does
Yeah.
Aoki.
Came there with that punch, you know, and Aoki, what he might do now is jump up and pull that guard around him and fall on his back. Oh, look at this, look at
And
this.
instead,
Mount!
he will just muscle him to the ground.
Now, you know, if he starts working that Aoki pull-out, as they call it, Uno simply should buck up.
And
Armbar
Uno
attempt.
reverses on him. Uno
Nice.
turns it around.
Yeah. Well, he's got a good grip here. Look at that.
The chant goes up for Aoki.
Yeah, here they say Aoki.
Maybe a little surprising he is that much of a crowd favorite. Given the love shown to Uno when the Dream was held in Saitama Super Arena, just outside of Tokyo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Referee said breaking, kapow. Left straight. Well, heat of the moment.
Well, you take advantage, right?
That's a song.
You take advantage.
It wasn't the heat of the moment. The rest I don't know. Here we go again. Well, now he holds him with his right hand.
Aoki will
Look at
close
this.
up and
Triangle choke
look
if he
at
wants it.
Uno
He
trying
wants
to stand up and out of it.
Wow, this is... He's got a good grip. Does he hold the gloves of...
Look at this. He's pulling away, and now he gets free from Aoki for a moment. And Aoki wraps around him like a serpent.
Yeah, he uses his legs as arms. There's a nice little heel hook, inverted heel hook there. To push the toes down, you can do that in a toe hold on the left leg of Aoki. You got to push it down, though. Now he's going to do it. He can do it. Ah, I got such a cool leg lock from here. But then again, you know, he's exposing himself for a heel hook on the right leg, Uno is.
And now Aoki goes for it.
He slips out.
And Uno
He's
gets
got to
away.
watch out, straight knee bar if you get, you know, he's working for a toe hold now, but they can work into a straight knee bar. Oh, I thought he was going to get it. Wow. Now again with his shoes, not a smart thing to do against Aoki because he's got a good grip for a heel hook. He's got to watch out. You see, he's got it.
Aoki trying to sink it in.
He's shooting
Aoki
back
trying
left.
to put it away, but look at Uno.
Yeah, he should watch out because he's wearing shoes. This might turn into... No, he's out. He's out. Toe hold. He should counterattack with a toe hold here on the left leg of Aoki. Can't do it anymore.
Uno instead has been on the defensive, just trying to avoid
What is he thinking?
the many holds of Aoki.
What is he thinking wearing shoes against a guy like Aoki?
I don't know, boss. Any particular reason that he thinks that would give him an edge of some kind?
No, you have more traction, like moving forward and backwards, but then again, you're way more vulnerable for leg locks. You know, he's got the heel hook tied in here. Look, she's counterattacking now, maybe. He's got to push the leg off. Okay, this is better. Wow. Yeah, Aoki's on top of him. It looks like it's Ishida.
Aoki has the back of Uno. Uno has fought a defensive fight here in this first round.
And Aoki is good from this position. Well, he's actually good for any position. How would you call this position? Like that.
Halfway through the first round.
Hey, you were before they announced it. You're so good. There's a nice little armbar attempt here, what Uno can do on Aoki. You know, they say, yeah, but it's an attempt. Yeah, but if you don't shoot, you always miss, you know. Just go for anything.
And at this stage, especially here in this first round, where Uno has basically been trying to escape Aoki, any kind of offensive attack would be a plus.
Yep. You see, it makes it very hard to turn into him, I wanted to say, because he's got his legs all tangled up, but for some reason, Uno is managing. He's got to watch out, though. It looks like Aoki is almost setting something up, like he's doing this on purpose.
Well, Aoki, after that last one, we don't know what to expect after his last fight that went over Nagata.
You know, yes, Ruben is talking about it, and it's true. But then again, you know, Nagata, if he simply would have bucked up a little bit, you know, he would have lost his balance. He can't pull that off. So I don't think he can pull that kind of submission off on Uno. Yeah.
A little equipment change here, a little at least checking on it to see about the gloves.
There's horseshoes in there, maybe.
As they look at the gloves now of both fighters, also Uno as well as Aoki.
He's constantly holding that arm. Oh, good. This is good. Most of the time, if somebody's constantly holding your wrist, it's good to keep that arm under control, you know, because there's a reason that he holds that thing. Uh-oh, you see that where I'm going? He's setting something up. There we go. It's a triangle choke. It almost looks like he's going to pass that arm. Let me see.
Aoki taking the back, going for the rear naked choke.
Nah. Uno says, been there, done that. He's got a body triangle on him also. Can I see this? Let me see if we can better angle.
Well, from the toe to the head now, Aoki literally working all up and down on Cal Uno.
I want the camera to zoom out a little bit more so I can see, yeah, kind of. Body triangle not really locked in. Elbow to the liver section, but, you know, can't load anything up, so there's no real damage there. And again, I got some real cool moves here that you can do. Straight armbar, oh well. People at home, it's very hard to explain, so I'm not going to even go there.
Well, let's see. Start at the toe. He's tried the heel hook. He's tried the knee. He's tried the rear naked choke. He's tried the armbar.
Yep.
We're seeing the gamut of submission attempts here, basically, in this first round by Aoki.
And as you said, you know, it's going from everywhere. It's a rear naked choke. It's a leg. It's an arm. He keeps going back and forward, and eventually he might fall into the trap.
This right now is sort of like a submission.
Look at his triangle, how
He's
fast!
going now for the triangle.
Whoa!
Look at him sinking in.
Oh, that was
Aoki trying
fast.
to put away Uno.
This could be it. Oh, Uno better really do something good here. Oh,
Can
this
Uno
could be
escape
it.
this?
Oh, this is difficult to escape, and especially with a guy like Aoki. This is the end. This could be the end.
Aoki
He's
tightening it up.
Whoa! He's got to get up. He's got to slam him. It's pretty much. Wow, he's still fighting it.
The veteran
Whoa.
Uno with all he has.
Armbar, he can go. He's going to throw his left leg over the head if this doesn't work, and he's going to go for a straight armbar.
Can Uno hang on to this predicament?
He's twisting, he's turning into him, so the arteries stay free on one side. On the right side, he's going to keep, he's seeing if he can keep the artery free. He's slipping out almost. He should have left him up. He should put his left knee on Aoki's face and then push himself away. And now he should push himself out. Do it again. No, he's got to do it again. That's the only way now.
Aoki will not let go of the triangle.
You know what? If Uno is going to get out of this thing.
Try the arm now.
No, he's rolling out.
And look at the knees. A couple of knees to the back.
Oh, this is demoralizing. If Uno is going to get out of this thing, it's very demoralizing for Aoki. He's out.
Uno escapes.
And I'm telling you, his legs are now full of lactic acid. This is not going to work for him.
What a performance of defense by Cal Uno.
But listen, man, that was one of the fastest triangle of choke attempts that I saw. How fast that thing went on, that was insane.
I mean, will you ever see it done better than Uno just did?
Look at this. Wow, this was fast. Aoki's going to drop his butt and push him on his back. All right, you know, he needed to hold two ankles for that. Most of the time, that's what they're doing. That's why they hold the ankles.
Uno trying to slide a punch in there and avoid the up kick.
Wow.
And that is the end of the first round.
And it?
What a way to start this semifinal.
Whoa.
Shinya Aoki with a smorgasbord of moves in that first round.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing for sure. The first round, you got to give it to Aoki. I mean, he did pretty much everything there, you know? But now his legs are shot from that triangle choke. I mean, everything is in there right now, you know? So on his feet, he's going to be less fast on his feet. Let's see if Uno can do something with it. Now, let's take a look a little bit of these replays here.
Well, there's that flying knee very early on here by Aoki, almost at the start of the fight. And then it was on the ground the rest of the way.
Yep. Yeah. You know, it's always easier when you're sitting outside, but there's a lot of things that you can do as a counterattack there also. But, you know, that's what they say in Holland. The best guys are always standing on the sideline.
That's universal, isn't it?
It's universal.
Any sport anywhere in the world. It's always great to have this kind of seat and take a look.
Yeah.
But you wonder, again, we know the judges score the entire fight. It's not a round-by-round system. Obviously, a very strong first round here for Aoki. He dominated everything else, but you wonder also mentally with Uno able to escape everything what's going on.
We saw that now many times. Somebody escapes when somebody thinks he's got an armbar and then they escape that armbar. It's a mental breakdown. And again, I go back to the lactic acid. I want to see him move on his feet now. See if he moves good on his feet.
What can Uno do here as we start the second round? 5 minutes to go in this semifinal. Aoki with only one knockout in his career, and Uno with only 2 knockouts in his career. So one would guess it's going to either be to the judges or go back to the ground and be a submission.
Yep, if Aoki's going to pull it off again like he did in round 1, he's going to win this fight. Yeah.
And Aoki
no.
gets it back to the ground.
Yep, this was not good.
Uno not where he wanted to be.
This is bad. Now he's on top also, and he will find a way here to escape that half butterfly guard. Yeah, this is not going to do anything. I mean, if Jay-Z could knock him out with those big hammer fists that he gave, and the sledgehammers, I mean, not like a simply hammer fist. He's setting up there, you know. He's not going. I thought reverse figure forward. It's not going to work on Aoki. Oh, well, you know, never say never.
And Aoki with a couple of hammers of his own, aggravating Uno at this moment. He's aggravated Uno throughout this fight, though, and once again, let's see what submission will he try next as he moves towards the back.
Wow.
In that first round, in case you just joined us, it literally was a heel-to-toe clinic for Aoki. Everything from arm bars to rear naked chokes to heel hooks, knee bars, everything else, and in triangle chokes, and he still could not put away Uno.
Yep, but he did all the work.
And Uno comes in now in a situation, boss, he doesn't have knockout power. You wonder if there's any way at all he can get in some position for a submission, which would appear to be his only way to advance in this tournament.
Yeah, it's either a submission, which I'm not going to see him pull one off, not on Aoki, or it's got to be a knockout. And otherwise, if Aoki stays in this position and he's going to keep on working from head to toe, he's going to win this fight. You can see if he can put on a twister here. I know, you know, officially you should catch only one leg, but if you have a body triangle, you can kind of do it too. There's a way to do it.
And if you're Shinya Aoki, you can do about anything you want.
He showed that in the past.
This dream all started. Dream 1, a no contest with Calvin Canty. Came back to defeat Jay-Z in Dream 2 and then defeated Nagata in Dream 4. That's how Aoki got here. Now Cal Uno is able to get a couple of punches in, his best strikes of this entire fight.
You know, I'm telling you, if he passes, he's put the right arm of Uno behind him. If there's a way he can do it, he can put almost a twister on, but okay, the body triangle is gone. Can't do it anymore. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Man, he's like a snake. Well.
And a python that will not let go of Uno.
He might grab a foot and then fall backwards from Uno. Let me see. No, not anymore.
Uno with some elbows now to the side of Aoki.
Yeah, but he can't. There's no distance. He can't generate any power.
And he can't get free. He's in no position at all right now.
Totally locked up. He should go for crossface now or to reach over. Oh! He could put an exorcist off a boss or an exorcist. He can at least try.
Holy Linda Blair, you're scaring me.
We were talking about it yesterday, right? About the exorcist.
Well, right now, Uno feels like he's in a horror show because Aoki has done everything he wants in dictating the way this fight has gone since the opening bell. And here in round 2, with just minutes to go, Aoki appears on his way to the championship.
1 minute left. Well, Uno needs a knockout. He really needs a knockout. There's no other way.
Can Uno do something that he's only done twice in 39 previous fights? Win one by way of knockout. It'll take more than that.
He's got to do it, and he's got to do it fast.
He's trying to posture up. This is the best look he's had at Aoki since the start of the fight.
Uh-oh, Gogo Plata set up here.
Yeah, here he goes again, Aoki. And I think now with this boss, he's used every possible submission, hasn't he?
Yes.
Final seconds ticking down in this semifinal. Shinya Aoki, number 3 in the world, appears well on his way to the championship of the Dream Grand Prix.
Time.
Aoki, a dominating performance. It does go to the judges. This seems like it's almost a given that it's going to go to Shinya Aoki. There's no way around it.
There's no way around it.
What a showing that he gave to the veteran Cal Uno today.
Wow. Yep, we knew his ground game is top-notch, but this is just nuts. Really good.
And even at the end, insult to injury, Uno was trying to draw back at Aoki from the bottom, got in the best punch.
Yeah, he knows.
Aoki ranked number 3 in the world. Only BJ Penn and Gomi ranked ahead of him coming into the ring today. Uno, number 11 in the world. He's had a strong run here in Dream, but his dream is appearing to be over. Here are the judges with their decision.
Judge Miyake, Aoki. Judge Mato, Aoki. Judge
We have literally seen him laugh and cry in the ring.
Lindsay Lohan. It's got to be the pants, right?
It's got to be the pants.
Where does he get him? How wood makes them?
I don't know. Is that a shout out there to the wonderful folks of the Netherlands, though, with that orange?
There's that orange, yeah.
Could that be? Oh. There you look at more. In his corner, there's about 50 lightweight victories. Jay-Z with 14 and Eve Edwards with 34. So that's 48 victories from some of the top fighters. in that division. They're over there in his corner, helping out Todd Moore. And here we go, round one.
Yeah.
Moore said he was going to bring it early.
Bring what? I'm just kidding. It's a long night.
Well, Aoki, the taller fight, he has the reach advantage as well. Moore's giving up about 2.5, 3 inches in height and in reach. We'll see if the southpaw can get in a little quicker than Aoki can throw one of those kicks. Aoki wanting to get it to the ground. Has the back.
Uh-oh.
And Moore will carry him to the corner. We've seen Aoki do this before. Going already for the rear naked choke. Got the headlock on it at the moment. And that's it. That is it. Aoki can make it happen quickly.
You know what he did? He put him down, so he's sitting in the...
And Aoki has defeated them all.
Yep.
And now, the unenviable task of trying to stop this is David Gardner, the huge underdog at 16-10. 21 years old. He's obviously been very busy, but has never faced anything the likes of Shinya Aoki. Gardner is the man that possesses what he calls the stealth punch. Well, we better see it early against Aoki.
No, we don't see it.
We better hear it whiz by.
Well, we have to see it. The opponent go down.
178センチ、73.7 キロ。David Gardner! 赤コーナー、180センチ、73.8 キロ。青木真也！
Man, if you see this guy on the street, there's no way that you think he's a fighter. With his glasses on.
Even more, you'd never guessed he used to be a cop.
I just want to
He was
say the
a
same
former
thing.
policeman.
I say, how can you put some authority out? Well, what about I choke you, or I flying armbar you, or flying triangle you, or knee bar, whatever.
Aoki is a self-proclaimed fighting sports geek. He says he's collected books on judo and wrestling and all MMA throughout his life, that he's been a student of it. I would say, looking at his pants, he also read some Dick Tracy comics as well, because look at those pants. This is his trademark. I like, are we being generous by saying Aoki's in the colored trunks?
Oh. Yeah.
He calls them the magic submission pants.
You know, and again, it's the same as we saw before. I think it's good for traction.
Yeah.
To stop arm bars from pulling out and triangle chokes. Knee bars, anything.
There is a method to his madness. I mean, you'll look at this guy and think, oh, no way.
Yep.
And immediately he'll get it to the ground.
I tell you for sure, that's the reason he wears the pants.
Gardner trying to get in some nice shots in there. Not able to unload it. Look at Aoki, just flips him over.
Huh. How cool is that?
Aoki takes the back, and Gardner's already in some trouble.
Hey, there we go. He's already looking. Kimura coming. Gardner smart, stretching his arm. That will be the escape. Make a fist while you're doing it, because otherwise can't put a lot of power on there. Look how he goes from the arm to the neck. Yeah, it's so cool to watch. Man, never thought about it, but that, yeah, he's got a lot of traction with that pants.
That's a great point.
Yep.
That is. A little more than showmanship than in those pants.
Yep.
Right there by coming out with this.
Yep.
Because he's locked in the 4 right there.
He's got almost a full body triangle. He's trying to see if he still can get his foot behind his knee. Does he have it? Yes, he has it now.
I mean, and Aoki is flamboyant, and he kind of loves the controversy and all that. He's just the opposite when he gets in the ring. He is a very structured, disciplined fighter.
Yep. And he can take a shot too.
Yeah.
I mean, Calvin Gante, I thought the fight was going to
Well,
stop.
that first one, which was the only no contest of his career last year at the start of Dream,
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
Jay-Z had to come back and fight him. And it looked like he'd put Aoki away in the first part of that fight.
Yep.
And then there's still Aoki.
Yep.
So he wears crazy-looking pants, we think for a reason, and he comes into kind of silly music, and he laughs and he cries and he fires the crowd up, and then he goes in and just usually takes apart opponents.
Yep.
And David Gardner's actually doing pretty well to be hanging in there right now, considering Aoki got him down quickly.
Look, he's elbowing the spot that Calvin Gante elbowed by him, and they stopped the fight.
That would have been a stoppage a long time ago, but not tonight, huh? And trying to slide that in on his right arm, slide that under the chin of Gardner. No luck yet, and David postures up.
Oh, nice. The body triangle is a very annoying thing. If you're tired and they put a body triangle
What's
on,
that? Gardner is waving.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it. Why would you do that? It's.
Was he acknowledging his corner, or was he actually showboating?
I think he's doing
It looks like he was waving to the crowd for just
Yeah.
a moment.
But you shouldn't do that.
Well, especially against Aoki. I don't, you know, it's tough enough giving up back to this guy.
Yeah, you know, any mistake you make, Aoki can take advantage of that.
And Shinya Aoki just going about his business. Look how tight he is locked in on David
Oh,
Gardner.
that might be it already.
Gardner with no place to go.
And here we go again, see? That's a nice technique there. That's a nice technique. Put your
Gardner-
hands on your head and boom, go back.
Again, he,
Oh, that's the answer. Oh, no.
he's talking to his corner, I think, when he was waving, maybe trying to get their attention. Moss, I think he's talking to his corner.
Yeah. Yeah, he said something he cannot do. He used the effort, though.
Yeah, he said he couldn't. Yeah, that part we got. The rest of it is he couldn't do something. And,
Yeah.
And you know what? He's joining a big club because most guys that fought Aoki probably says the thing. You know, I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that. Aoki dominated me.
At least Aoki let go of the body triangle now. But it's probably because he set something else up. There we go, see? Armbar. He's going to try to get over his head. Wow, he's so limber. There we go. Getting higher and higher. And you see the pants? How nice and tight. Oh!
Gardner slips out. A moral victory for David Gardner.
Oh, yeah.
He is up and moving once again.
That was sweet. That's submission.
Let's see if Gardner can keep this standing up for a moment. See if he's got a punch in him. See if that stealth punch, at least we'll hear it, if not see it.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck. Maybe we hear it. Kaboom.
I think what we're going to hear is him hitting the canvas at this rate. And there it is.
Man, he's stronger also
Hey,
than
oh,
he
he's
appears.
deceptively strong, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's not cut at all,
No.
you know?
This guy, man.
He's got to be your worst nightmare for these guys fighting him.
Hello, Japan.
Oh! Said something. Oh, he is in trouble.
Oh, you
Going for the
see?
rear naked choke.
Oh, that is. Oh my God, this
Aoki
is so
locking
dumb.
in.
So dumb.
Gardner,
Why?
can he hang on?
No, this is over.
Aoki's got him. That's it. Shinya Aoki wins for the 20th time.
Oh my God, he cannot sleep for 3 days. If I was him, yeah, I would have never.
Wins. We look at the tough losses. 34, 8-2, his career mark.
Yeah, this guy is really strong. And there we have the tale of the tape. Fights, I would say, I wouldn't talk about this, have more experience or not. It's about age here. It's an age difference. Although I always say 30 till 33 are your strongest years ever. So I think he will do okay.
Aoki beefing up to get over 160 pounds, moving up from lightweight to welterweight. All reports are that he feels like he is even a stronger fighter. And we talked about he's one of the best in the world in the lightweight class. 15-1-0 with a no contest in his last 17 fights. It's an amazing run that Aoki's been on. Is he ready for the rematch?
Aoki Shinya! 赤コーナー171センチ 75.9 キロ 櫻井マッハ
Matt Hume in the corner. Sakurai has always been doing very well with Matt Hume in the corner.
バッティング、ローブロー気をつける。グラウンドポジション、首から上での膝以外での足の攻撃一切禁止。握手。コーナー。
Ready for the rematch in the conclusion here of the first round of the welterweight tournament. Sakurai, can he do it again? Aoki, the move up from lightweight. He couldn't get the belt there. Can he do it in the welterweight tournament? It is underway.
Boy, that's a smart move there by Aoki. Take him to the ground.
Well, in the fights we're talking about earlier, boss, it's a little deceptive. You know, he takes on Jay-Z, takes on Eddie Alvarez, Joaquin Hansen. All better strikers.
Yeah.
But Aoki is able to beat them.
Oh, look at this. Reversal.
Oh, and Sakurai now reverses a knee, another knee. Sakurai dominating. It's over. It's over.
Wow.
Be careful what you wish for. Aoki wanted a rematch, and Sakurai destroys him in the first.
Unreal.
Hayato Sakurai has knocked out Shinya Aoki here in the first round. A punishing victory.
Whoa.
With the biggest mixed martial arts crowds on the planet, Shaolin Ribeiro and Shinya Aoki. Aoki will be the 11th Japanese opponent Shaolin has fought in his career in mixed martial arts, and he has wins over every one of those Japanese opponents thus far.
I think this is the first time we've seen a cat in a hat outfit.
Well, the first time we've actually seen Aoki with the trunks over the usual Technicolor dream tights. Yeah. Here we go, first round of action set for 10 minutes. Michael Chabello, Guy Mesger with you ringside from Dream 10. The southpaw stance of Aoki, the orthodox stance of Shaolin. Nice jab from Shaolin. Aoki has the height and reach advantage on the ground, of course. That means very little, although Aoki does have those long legs that he uses for the rubber guard to set up such moves as the omoplata, the gogoplata. We saw him also last year perform a reverse gogoplata from the mount, known as the Aoki plata. Dubbed by Mike Kogan that night as the Aoki plata.
Aoki's doing a good job here of throwing some good kicks and feeling it out. He's drawing Shaolin in, throwing some good kicks. Although they're blocking and he's landing on the feet, that not always that much fun.
Great to see Carl Uno here ringside as well. Many of the stars out here tonight. Uno, Sakuraba, Kawajiri, Sexyama. They're all here for Dream 10. Good jab too from Shaolin.
Good 1-2 technique, but he ate a body shot when he did it.
Aoki's guard a little wider here than Shaolin's got the more tighter Western boxing guard.
But Aoki, he's using his legs well. He does have those long legs. You made the comment. And he keeps you outside of there unless he's clinching with you.
Ooh. Aoki also, for a man of this weight, has freakishly huge feet, I noticed. Got like size 14 feet. He could go skiing.
Good.
Eats a right hand.
Good right hand by Shaolin.
Goes to the upper right rib cage, just above the liver. There's Aoki with a rear leg round kick, and again that one caught him with forearms. Looking for the first shoot of the fight there, Vitor Ribeiro. Didn't get it. So a stand-up battle so far, a bit of a feeling out process, literally dipping the toes in the water and seeing what each other has to offer until an opportunity arises to take it down to the ground. Nice double forearm guard against the round kick there from Vitor Ribeiro. Shaolin fires the right hand. Aoki just got on the outside of it.
I'll tell you what, this is, it's not a grappling match yet. So they've got 2 minutes where they've been standing up, hitting each other. Shaolin looks like his punches are just barely missing, and they seem a little bit more impressive than Aoki's kicks. Aoki is almost like intentionally throwing these kicks into the guard, into his blocks.
Jab turned into a hook there from Shaolin. Kawajiri sitting ringside after he's lost to Masato last week in the K1 Max under K1 rules. There is also a huge red welt around the forearm elbow area on the right arm of Shaolin, courtesy of where he's taken those round kicks off the back leg of Aoki. The right arm of Shaolin looks like it's been barbecued.
Yeah,
7 minutes 25 on the clock here, guy.
Yeah, he's been eating some pretty good kicks. Yeah.
He's got to be careful. He can't afford to take that many round kicks on that forearm, or that arm's going to drop, and Aoki could loop the kick around to the head. Shaolin moves in now. Aoki, Muay Thai clinch. Knee coming,
yeah.
Boom, there it is.
He's waiting too long there. He's waiting too long. As soon as you grab, you got to start throwing those knees. He's waiting for the perfect opportunity. It's not going to happen, not against these guys.
Just throw them, Shinya. When you lock him in the Muay Thai clinch, let the knees go. He's got those pointy knees as well, Shinya Aoki. If he can draw the point into the midsection, maybe pull the chin down of Shaolin when he ties him up. A right-hand lead there from Shaolin. Good inside thigh kick from Aoki. Looking for that femoral artery on the inside thigh, and he goes up to that damaged right elbow again. I said earlier, guy, could be who has the upper hand in stand-up. At the moment, Aoki's showing he's been doing some stand-up work.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he made a liar out of us. Imagine that. No, I'll tell you something, though. I think that Shaolin, his eye is irritated. I think it's probably because those kicks are kicking so hard that he's actually probably accidentally thumbed himself blocking these kicks. He needs to close the distance here. He needs to come in behind those punches. He needs to counter
off the kick. Because Aoki's retraction of the kick is actually quite slow.
Yeah, and he doesn't move his head when he does it. He just leaves it right there. That's like a beautiful setup for a straight right hand.
Shaolin centering, trying to force Aoki against the ropes. He does now. They lock up in the neutral corner. One underhook here from Aoki.
Aoki did a good job of spinning it. Now he's got Shaolin in the corner, and he's throwing these. It's good. Oh,
nice tagging right hand smack bang on the kisser, and Shaolin moves back to center ring.
That was his first punch. 15 kicks and 1 punch.
Aoki just controlling the stand-up here at the moment. A very cerebral fight from the Japanese. And again, cracking away to that right forearm. Shaolin trying to thread the cross through the guard, going for the jawline, and Aoki circles off clockwise.
Aoki said a statement that he's gonna break Shaolin's spirit, which is tough because Shaolin's a well-disciplined guy, but he's he's just throwing these kicks and wearing it down. Shaolin needs to pick this up a little bit, He's in Aoki's hometown, and he's got to definitely win this fight. He just can't, he's got to win it impressively.
Still blinking heavily here is Shaolin, and as you mentioned earlier, Guy, very well have thumbed himself in the eye, guarding up against those kicks. He is blinking very heavily. It looks also like his left eye might be causing him a few problems here, Shaolin.
Well, I mean, we're past the 5-minute mark. We're over halfway the round, and there's no grappling. Everyone was looking forward to this great grappling match, and it's a striking match.
Hasn't happened. Yeah. That is the world of mixed martial arts. That's why we love mixed martial arts. Anything can happen. And just when you expect it, just when you think you can write it down, well, they change it up in centering, looking for the catch and counter.
It was a pretty good shot. Pretty good shot there. It glanced off. Wasn't a real solid shot, but it was pretty good. Should have followed up, though, when he had him on the ground there, when he slipped to the ground. Because in Japan, you can kick your man when on the ground, which is different than the United States.
There has been one shoot attempt in the round so far from Shaolin. Aoki has not looked like he'd wanted to take it to ground at all so far. He's very happy to keep it on his feet and just confound Shaolin.
Another good jab. He blocked the right hand, though. That was good.
Aoki just fakes off the back leg. Then he throws it again to that reddened right arm. Nice stiff jab from Shaolin.
Yeah, he's kind of pushing it, though. Yeah, he's pushing the jab. He kind of jumping in there.
Shoulder punch, really, not really turning the body into it, getting any torque behind the punch.
More of a push.
Okay, more action. More action, okay?
Referee calling for more action. Something you agree with there, Guy?
I mean, what they want is they want to see this great grappling match, and it's not happening the way they want. They're throwing a lot of techniques. It's not the most exciting match because they're not really great strikers, but, you can't tell a guy how to fight.
And this is I see this guy as a very, very smart fight from Aoki. He's doing something that Shaolin didn't expect him to do, and he's outstriking Shaolin. And you know what? In a scoring round, that's got to be scoring for Shinya Aoki.
Well, look at Shaolin's ribs. I mean, he's getting nailed.
Almost takes a knee. Double leg here from Shaolin, and still can't get Aoki to the canvas. Aoki not wanting to go down, perhaps for the first time we've ever seen in his dream career.
Yeah, he doesn't matter if he's taken down or if he takes them down. He's he's like a little snake. He gets in around you, but he's pulling him, and Shaolin let him go.
Both men adorned with their country's flags on their trunks. Shaolin, the Brazilian flag, and Aoki, of course, the rising sun of the Japanese flag, the red and white. 2 minutes 10 remaining in the first round. It's been Aoki's round. Strangely enough, it's been a striking contest. Double forearms guard again there from Shaolin as Aoki throws the round kick off the left.
Yeah, I mean, Shaolin's seeing those kicks come. He needs to turn his forearms into the kick. That'll bruise up those shins in that foot, and instead of absorbing it on the side like he is. Because that arm is purple at this point. It's not even red anymore.
You know what? A lot of people might be watching this and screaming at their television sets for this one to go to the ground and give us the grappling contest we all expected. But I'm actually impressed by Aoki. He's changed it up here tonight, Guy, and he's winning this round.
But, he's also known for being quite a good tactician. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to the ground the second round.
Stuffs a takedown again. Single leg here from Shaolin, and Aoki maintaining his vertical base. Can Shaolin try and sweep out that support leg? No, Aoki's got both feet planted again. Smart stuff once more from Shinya Aoki. Throws a glancing right hand.
That's his second punch and it landed. He's punching 100% here. He's 2 for 2.
One of only probably 10 punches in his whole career standing up.
Really. He's 200% more punching than he's ever done his entire life.
Oh, big overhead. That one almost hit me, Guy. Big overhead right from Shaolin.
Big overhead right. Yeah, he was swinging to the fences there. And he answered with a very hard kick.
Nice kick. That reddened right arm, the forearm, the elbow, and now the lower part of the bicep. Good outside thigh kick, mixing it up a little more from Shinya Aoki. 35 seconds remaining.
Aoki should throw the front kick instead.
Yeah, nice kick to the midsection.
Yeah, right to the midsection, because we know.
That was just an ugly half shoot, half overhand.
Right to the head.
He almost buckled him with the knee. Good shot to the rib cage. Aoki dominating the stand-up here. Something I never thought I'd hear myself say.
Yeah, I know. Hey, somebody's got to make a liar out of us at these fights. I swear, this is crazy. Did not expect this.
I am really enjoying this here from Shinya Aoki. He's obviously developed a very careful strategy, and he has stuck to it for 10 minutes, Guy Mezger, and says something about the mental capacity of Shinya Aoki. And if you are scoring round by round, which our judges aren't, but we will anyway, you give the first round to Shinya.
Yeah, I think so too. You look at just look at the damage. I mean, look at these shots. Boom. He's landing these hard shots. His arm is purple. His rib cage is purple. He actually rubbed his chin as he was coming back, which is a sign that knee that actually did connect. Right there, though, man, boy, his feet are going to hurt because he's hitting those elbows, and that's smart. Boom! There you go. That's his first punch, which he's 100% in his punching.
Beautiful Muay Thai clinch, perfect.
Yeah, but he's waiting too long again, and it takes off the power of the technique when you do that. So I mean, if he'd thrown a little bit quicker and stuff like that, I think that that might have been over.
Shinya Aoki, more cauliflower in those two shots than at my local fruit market. There's Kawajiri. Well, Akihito Ishida is also here ringside, as we saw earlier on. Star-studded attendance at the Saitama Super Arena for Dream 10.
I'll tell you something. Aoki's got to be careful about one thing. His kicks aren't going quite as high. And what it's going to give Shaolin an opportunity to hook the kick. He's already eating them. He's already taking them. He's not scared of that part. But if he throws it too low in the body, like try to get the lower part of the ribs, it's going to be a invitation to hook the leg, and take him down, or hook the leg and punch. Because he almost did that earlier in the match. He almost got away with that, but not quite.
We are ready to rock and roll. Second and final round. This one will be 5 minutes long. First round, we've got it so far going the way of Shinya Aoki, strangely enough, in what has been a kickboxing contest. The complete polar opposite of what we thought this fight would be coming in here tonight. Steppy
good
jab
jab
from Shaolin.
Well, he's got to do that. He's got to establish that, you know. There we go. Good right hand. Press the fight. Press
You
the
can
fight.
already feel Shaolin lifting the aggressor meter here in center ring. It's what he's got to do.
Yeah, what he can't do is back up. When he's backing up, that's when he's got the problem.
Jumping knee, takes the back. A great position that Aoki likes to be in. We saw him in this position against Jay-Z Kelvin the first time they fought.
Yeah, he's an anaconda. He's dangerous. Oh, good move, though. It was a gutsy move by Shaolin to get out of that.
Back to their feet.
But again, it just shows you his confidence and his ability.
Smart stuff here from Shinya Aoki. Again, cracks away to that right elbow. It looks like a roadkill.
Yeah, you know what, though? He's throwing the kick lower and lower. You know, Shaolin's corner needs to tell him to hook that leg, take him down.
And single leg shoot in here from Shaolin. And still Aoki comes a little headbutt to the chin coming up.
Came up.
Yeah, accidental, purely accidental.
Yeah, that was, oh well.
Aoki's okay to go on here.
Hey, you know what, though? Shaolin there's attack is too far away. He needs to be, right there is when he needs to shoot. He needs to be able to touch him. He's shooting a little too far away. And
to the liver section, guy.
Oh, that was a great kick.
To the liver.
He needs to catch those kicks. Look, and now Shaolin is bothering him. You see, he's jumping back from the kick. You see that? He's like, okay, here it comes. I'm going to get out of the way, which is not good for Shaolin. He needs to be moving forward. He needs to be pressing this fight like that. Good job. He landed his shot.
Muay Thai clinch, and here come the knees again from Aoki. Going for the meet and greet.
Barely missed.
Yeah. Great stuff from Aoki. Shaolin just trying to manhandle him back into the blue corner. Another Muay Thai clinch from Aoki. Did you ever think you'd see Aoki, Japan's premier grappling exponent, in an all-stand-up match? This is amazing.
Hey, I wouldn't expect to see that either one of these guys. I mean, come on. I mean, this is crazy. This is mixed martial arts. You know what? Both of these guys.
Oh, he almost walks into a knee. Down he goes, and now Shaolin inside the closed guard of Aoki. Finally, we're on the canvas. This will be interesting with 2.5 minutes remaining in the fight.
Yeah, Shaolin actually took that shot hard. He landed, that landed very hard on him.
Now, I wonder if Shinya Aoki will just try and pull the head down, lock up the arms, force a stalemate, and get the referee to stand them up again here.
You know, it looks like that's what he's trying to do.
Ooh, knee to the lower lumbar region there from Shaolin, and he gets a couple of peppering right hands to the lower left rib cage. Nothing to affect Shinya Aoki, who is doing a good job of controlling the posture here of Shaolin.
He can get a yellow card for this if he doesn't try to do something. You know, he can get a yellow card for not trying to sweep him, by just holding on.
Okay, stop, don't move, stop, don't.
Referee's going to take them back to center ring here, give some more room as they were backing up against the ropes. Not long to go in this fight. This is where Shaolin wants to be. But his time now, the enemy. Aoki with the rubber guard. He could move to an omoplata shoulder lock from here. He could try and turn it into a gogoplata. I don't think he'll get
He's
it
got
on.
the arm trap there, you know. Shaolin shouldn't leave his hand on the ground, on the mat there, like he's get it trapped like that, you know. And he's slapping him.
The master of the rubber guard, Shinya Aoki, lets it go now, goes back to the closed guard.
Yeah.
Just locking up the arms.
Yeah.
Not allowing Shaolin to get any sort of ground and pound going here. Gets a couple of left hands in, and again, just the octopus that is Aoki ties him up. Pulling the head down, guy, doing a good job off his back here, Shinya Aoki.
Yeah, you know, he could actually lose this fight because of this, because, you know, Shaolin trying to finish this fight.
He's got the right arm locked up, he's got the head pulled down, and rubber guard again.
Yeah. But he's
not
getting his
looking
head
for a
up.
submission.
Yeah, I mean,
he's just using the rubber guard to try and control the posturing of Shaolin, not to try and look for a side. And again, controlling the posture, not allowing Shaolin's
got to get his head up. He's got to get his head up, pop out.
All tied up like a pretzel. Oh, Shaolin's going to pick him up.
He's trying to get his head up.
Trying here. Great neck strength from Shaolin. Close guard once more from Aoki. 30 seconds remaining in the second and final round. How will the judges be swayed here? Will they favor the ground game, the more aggressive in the top position here from Shaolin Rivera?
Shaolin was complaining that he was holding on to his glove.
Aoki controlling the head.
Yeah, well, this will be interesting to see what happens, because I've seen guys lose the fights here, win the whole first couple of rounds, and then get taken down here. I mean,
you know, earlier in the night, though, Guy Mezger, we saw a fighter give a great grappling ground display in Andre Galvão for one round, and then a fighter do a kickboxing second round and win the contest via the striking standing up in Jason High. How will the judges see it here tonight? I wonder how Kawajiri has seen it. You can see actually Andre Galvão seated behind Kawajiri, watching here ringside. Guy Mezger, how are you calling it?
Yeah, you know what I think is, I think Aoki won the fight because if I was doing it by my standards, because he did the more damage and he did the stuff like that knee in there. But this is Japan, so it's a mystery. Sometimes you don't know, because they might be going, he tried to finish this fight, and Aoki, just basically tried to stall out that last little bit. But this is Aoki. He's a big town hero here, and this is Japan. So I mean, it's hard to come in here. You got to really dominate the Japanese champion.
Guy, let me be Captain Obvious. You were obviously surprised, as I was, by the stand-up strategy here of Shinya Aoki.
Yeah, it's very surprising. And you know what? I'm more surprised he was as effective as he was, and really refined technique.
First judge for Aoki. Here's done it. All three judges give it to the striking of Shinya Aoki and his ability to control the posture.
笹原イベントプロデューサーの手に返還されました。
それではただいまより第8試合ドリームライト級タイトルマッチを行います。青コーナー180センチ 69.8 キロ青木真也。
Shinya Aoki in his Technicolor Dream Tights, weighing in at 69.8 kilos, 153.56 pounds.
赤コーナー175センチ 68.2 キロ Joachim Hansen!
The champion from Norway, Joachim Hansen, weighing in at 68.2 kilos, 150.4 pounds. Fantastic crowd on hand here, championship match, the title on the line. Can Shinya Aoki become the first ever Dream Japanese champion? The bookmakers have Aoki at -190, the favorite. Hansen +150. Hansen hasn't fought since July 21, 2008 when he won the title in the Dream Lightweight final by ground and pounding out Shinya Aoki. Aoki's been the busier. 10 minutes first round, 5 minutes second round. Winner determined by Ippon, KO or decision. Michael Chavello, Guy Mezger with you ringside. Hansen struts out of his corner. Both men fighting southpaw. Hansen, a lot of power in his strikes. Got to look out for the jumping knees. Aoki fancies himself these days as a quite competent Muay Thai fighter. But no doubt Aoki's going to want to take this one down and try and sub Joachim Hansen. Ooh, wild right hand from Hansen early on, and already Aoki just grabbing hold of the right leg.
Lift it up. Yes.
You hear the corner of Hansen saying, lift it up. Aoki going to take him down. Still can't get him on the canvas. Hansen grabbing the ropes momentarily. Referee was straight in there on the champ. And now Aoki gets him down into side control. Good start this from Shinya Aoki.
Yep, she's okay.
Ripping right hand there from Joachim Hansen. Aoki, though, looking very composed inside control here. Very patient fighter, very cerebral fighter is Aoki. Always thinking. Self-confessed MMA nerd, Shinya Aoki.
Well, it's interesting. The referee is warning Hansen about hitting the back of the head, and Aoki keeps turning his head, so every time a punch comes, he turns it so he takes it in the back of the head. It's, I don't know, it's kind of weird dynamics here.
Aoki trying to mount him here. Knee on belly. Not working though for Aoki at the moment. Inside the half guard now of Joachim Hansen. 54% of fans on bloody elbow said Hansen to defend the title successfully. 45% voting for Shinya Aoki. Butterfly guard here from Joachim Hansen, controlling the arms of Aoki.
he did a real good job. You know, he was in side mount position. Instead, he got a pretty good position here.
Momentarily looking for an armbar as he threw the legs up there. Well, there's a position you don't want to be in. And got one butterfly hook in. Now, on his back, Joachim Hansen, the champion. Aoki inside the half guard here. Just controlling Aoki's left arm. Left wrist is Joachim Hansen.
But again, nothing is really going on here. Aoki hasn't really thrown any punches, anything like that. Anybody who's done anything really has been Hansen. That's pretty.
Referee moving in there momentarily. Looks like there was some confusion to do with the glove.
Maybe
and there's a punch from Aoki.
Might have got stuck inside the glove. It's one, the Pride gloves, or Pride gloves, are the same gloves they use in Pride. They're a little bit easier to get your thumb stuck in there than the gloves that are used mostly in America.
Aoki punching from inside the guard, looking to pass again. Trying to go to the right side of the body here of Joachim Hansen. He was already inside control earlier on in the round, was Shinya Aoki. Little popping right hand to the orbital bone. Downward hammer fist strike from Aoki. And you can see once again, Hansen looking at pulling down to his chest, not allowing Aoki to posture up here. Throws the legs up to Hansen, looks to close the guard. Throws the legs up again. Can he lock on an armbar? No. Back to his feet momentarily. Double leg here from Shinya Aoki. Down they go. Aoki again in the top position. You can hear the corner of Joachim Hansen saying, push the head again, Joachim. Butterfly guard now from Hansen, the champ.
What they're talking about there is they want him to push his head away from his body so he can get his hips away and come up to standing position. That's how he got out of there. By guiding the head away, keeping his strength there, deflecting him, and then he can get his hips away and stand up.
Shinya Aoki goes to half guard now. Aoki just smothering him at the moment, trying to work his way around, maybe back to side control, maybe to a full mount position if he can. He's got any number of submissions available to him as Shinya Aoki. Maybe one of the most diverse submission artists on the planet is the Japanese challenger here. Again, looking to pass the guard, Aoki. Short hammer fist strike to the ear of Joachim Hansen.
I don't know if you saw, but Joachim Hansen slipped a little uppercut in there too. He's giving as much as he's getting on this position. In fact, he's really the busier guy right now.
Good up kick to the sternum from Joachim Hansen. Aoki didn't look like he wanted to pass, but content just to sit in the half guard, it seems here. Almost halfway through the first round, this marathon first round set for 10 minutes. Second round will be 5 minutes long. Looking very relaxed as the champion, Joachim Hansen, his first ever title defense. Indeed, his first fight since winning the title on July last year. There was always a lot of concern tonight if Hansen was suffering some ring rust, coming back after almost a 1.5 year layoff and coming back at a championship match against a fighter the caliber of Shinya Aoki.
Yeah, that's always a problem. I mean, Aoki is dangerous guy. Oh, nice up kick.
Oh, Aoki in trouble! Well, what are they calling time for? He kicked him with the up kick. What happened there, guy? Again, we've got a controversial moment in an Aoki fight.
Imagine that. That doesn't happen very often.
Well, Aoki, I want to see the replay on that one. We didn't catch a good angle of it. It looked like an up kick might have caught him to the eye.
Well, I think he's complaining he got hit in the back of the head.
Really? Okay.
I mean, he keeps kind of holding the side of his head like that, like he got hit in the back of the neck.
It must have been if the referee dove in like that. Now, there's Kawajiri. You know, he wants to get his hands on the winner of this one here tonight, as you said earlier, and face them at Dynamite on New Year's Eve at the Saitama Super Arena. Now, they're going to work, it looks like the left eye there, or maybe just to the side of the eye, maybe more the temple of Aoki. Or, I don't know, it's a bit strange here. He's clutching his left temple, squinting his right eye. Dr. Pepper in the corner there, having a look over him.
Yeah.
Here's the replay, guy. Let's take a look at it. Here comes the up kick. What's wrong with that?
I think he got kicked in the groin first. I think that's what he's saying.
Well, the thing is that they're looking at the eyes here.
Yeah, but I think
there's no attention to his groin whatsoever in the corner.
But I think he got hit in the groin, and he kind of got hurt, and then he got kicked in the head next. I think that's what they're saying, because it wasn't illegal so
Otherwise,
far.
it wasn't illegal. You let the fight go. I mean, you know, if Aoki fell back and he's squinting his eye because he got kicked in the eye, it's perfectly legal from Joachim on up kick to hit him.
Yeah, I think what they're saying. Listen, I'm just speculating here because I saw that it looked like a kick. Yeah.
Okay, just
he got hit in the
confirmation,
groin.
yeah, hit in the groin.
Yeah.
So it looks like the groin shot hurt him, buckled the knees a little, which dropped him down into range then for that up kick to the eye. Now, this would be devastating if Aoki can't go on. It's shades of Aoki versus JZ Calvin back at, what was it, Dream 1 or Dream 2 last year, where that main event was just devastating that Aoki couldn't go on when he injured his neck.
Yeah, he's he's always like that. I mean, I don't know what to say, on this. He's got
He frustrates sometimes, doesn't he? Frustrates to watch Aoki sometimes. You just want to get a wet fish, get in the ring and slap him across the face and go, get on with it. It's a championship match.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So Joachim Hansen's corner actually turning around to us saying, what's going on? They don't know themselves. Joachim Hansen isn't quite sure. They haven't been informed that it was the groin strike, then followed by the up kick. The up kick was perfectly legal. The groin strike wasn't, however.
Yeah, but again, it didn't even look like it was a real kick as much as kind of was a push on the groin. They wear groin protectors. I don't know. I mean, Aoki has, he's got a great career in acting, I think, ahead of him.
Oh, I'm not even going to touch that one guy. There's Aoki draped over the ropes. Okay, it's going to be a 5-minute break for the groin kick here for Shinya Aoki. Guy, let's dissect the fight we've seen so far. Aoki seemed to be controlling things on the ground, sitting in the half guard. Earlier on, he was in the side control position. What was Joachim Hansen doing wrong? What was Aoki doing right? And vice versa.
Well, I mean, Aoki was doing a good job of controlling and doing takedown, but he really wasn't doing much. He wasn't really hitting or going for a submission. Hansen, what he didn't do right was he didn't keep it on his feet long enough. But he did a good job of defending, coming up here like this, defending the strikes from being on his back, and he did a good, opportunity to get back up. And it was the fight. I hope it doesn't stop here because it's potentially be a really good fight, and instead it's
Kawajiri there ringside. Now, Aoki looks to be okay. It looks like he's just recovering from the groin strike, and he'll try and maybe ride out the full 5 minutes he's been allocated here. He's no longer squinting or blinking heavily, so it looks like the eye or maybe the temple, whatever was causing him the problems, is okay. There's Carl Uno, one of my favourites, who was also part of the lightweight Grand Prix last year, made it through to the, semi-finals, where he lost to Aoki. A funny group in the corner here of Hansen standing in front of us, pretending to yawn and saying, come on, let's get on with things. Joachim Hansen not impressed. Doesn't want to go cold, of course. Needs to keep that sweat going. There's Joachim Hansen. Joachim, who's been inactive, as I said, since July 21st last year, was scheduled to fight Jay-Z at Dynamite, withdrew after sustaining an injury while training in his hotel room the night before Dynamite. Began his mixed martial arts career way back in 1999, did Joachim Hansen with a win over Marcus Peltonen at Finn fight number 3. Shinya Aoki, who was also a Shuto champion, won the World Shuto Middleweight Championship in February 2006 against Akira Kikuchi. As I continue to just ramble some useless information here, guys, just educate our viewers a little more as we pass a bit of time waiting for Shinya Aoki's John Smalls to fully recover. Let's take a look again here if we can spot the little shot south of the border. And then there's the up kick. So,
it's hard for us. I wish we had another angle. We really couldn't see what was going on. I mean, we saw he got kicked in the groin, but you weren't really sure what was going on.
Aoki immediately clutching his junk. And he really is milking in the full 5 minutes here. Shinya Aoki. The only person who may be enjoying this one if he's watching in Holland would be Remy Bonjaski, because he knows how to act very well too, guys.
I think they should start a new line in the Academy Awards.
Alistair Overeem's going to come out here now and give an Academy Award to Shinya Aoki like he did to Remy after the Grand Prix last year.
Yeah, I mean, this is
once again,
this is
folks,
pushing
we will also just recap Dream 12 on October 25 in Osaka. For the first time ever, Dream goes inside a cage. It is a 6-sided cage known as the White Cage. We will see Eddie Alvarez take on Kikuno, a battle between the Bellator lightweight champion and the Deep lightweight champion. Also on that card, Andrews Nakahara, Alistair Overeem, Hironaka, and a whole lot more. And Aoki back to his feet, and looks like we are ready to get things on again here.
Well, I'm glad. I was really hoping that this wasn't going to end like this, because this is potentially be a really, really good match.
Aoki the favourite on betonfighting.com. Nick Kalikas, the odds makers, -190. Aoki, Hansen at +150. Referee will recommence from this butterfly guard position with Hansen on his back. Aoki in the top position. Trying to get a few quick strikes in there, then he ties up the right arm, does Joachim Hansen. Aoki scrambling for position here, goes inside the guard. Hansen rattling off on the left hand. Trying to posture up here, Aoki. Hansen throws the legs up.
Hansen's really kind of going for a submission attempt there. That's pretty gutsy against a guy like him. Against like a guy like Aoki.
Ooh, nice heel kick, Hoist Gracie style to the kidney there from Joachim Hansen. I like it. Foot on hips here from Hansen. Rips the right hand into the side of the head. Aggressive stuff. Throws the legs up again. Maybe looking for an armbar. Ooh, Aoki actually led with his pelvis. Look at that. Just short knee there from Aoki, cutting the pie up the centre. And again, Hansen's going to look for that right arm of Aoki. You hear the corner of Hansen going boxing now. Throw the punches upstairs while you're on your back, Joachim. Good hammer fist strike and a nice kick off the heel. Left leg from Joachim Hansen. Throws the legs up once more to the Norwegian. Getting some posture here, Aoki. 3 minutes 40 remaining, first round of this marathon first round. And again, looking for the arm is Joachim Hansen. He's going for the subs guy. They're not working for him though.
This is interesting because by definitions how they are supposed to score this, who's trying to finish. Oh my gosh.
There it is.
Oh my gosh, this would be unbelievable.
Oh, look at the heel kicks there from Aoki. They are tangled up like a ball of twine. This is awesome. Look at the grimace on the face of Joachim Hansen, the champion. Again, those heel kicks from Aoki.
That's it. Watch your leg. Just watch your leg.
Incredible stuff here in the first round. Oh, downward elbows to the hamstring area. Look at Hansen ripping into the legs. Aoki's going for a submission.
Yeah, he's got to be careful he doesn't get caught in a toe hold here. He needs to keep his feet flat like he is. Can't get his leg up there like that, because he'll sneak over and get him toe hold.
All tied up like a human pretzel. 2 minutes 35 remaining on the clock in the first round. And again, look at Hansen setting up the sub attempt here. So too is Aoki. Aoki locks on the body triangle. No,
a reverse body triangle.
Have a look at this. Oh, he takes the back. Hansen takes the back.
Watch the Kimura lock.
Watch the Kimura. That's what the corner of Hansen is saying. Aoki may try for it. He gets the right hand out and rips it into the smack bang of the kisser. Nice work from Joachim Hansen. 2 minutes remaining. What an epic contest for the lightweight championship. Single leg here from Aoki. Hansen thought about a guillotine momentarily. And Aoki locking onto the legs. Hansen relaxed though. Aoki double leg takes him down, goes inside the guard. This is great, entertaining stuff, Guy.
Yes, I'll tell you something. The Japanese do not count the takedown as much as they do in America, which I agree with. It should be only if they do damage or they launch into something else, or just maybe for control purposes. But by their own definition here, Hansen should be winning this fight. He's the one who's trying to finish it. He's throwing more of the strikes on the ground than Aoki is from the top position. And he's the only one going for submission holds. And he almost got one. It'll be interesting how they score this.
Even on his back, beautiful up kick to the jawline, trying to put the chin through the top of the head of Aoki. Aoki looks to pass. Not yet though. Just tying up Aoki's left arm here is Hansen.
1 minute left in the first round.
I don't know what that was about. Did you catch?
No, I didn't catch that one either. Aoki, can he take that right leg out and pass here? Gets back to his feet, looking for an up kick again. He's Joachim Hansen, pulls the head down, trying to control Aoki's posture once more. 35 seconds remaining. First round has been an absolute ripper, as we'd say in Australia.
Whenever Aoki fights, there's always a lot of interaction with the referees. A lot of communicating with the referees.
I bet he was the teacher's pet back at high school. And look at this. Beautiful work from Joachim Hansen. And Aoki straight back onto him like a leech. 2 seconds remaining in this opening round. And the first strikes there from Hansen. I mean, Aoki's doing nothing here.
Yeah, Aoki's doing nothing. It'd be interesting. We should have the, the one thing we don't have here is the punch count stats that we do in
we had our old CompuStrike.
Yes, it'd be interesting because Hansen has got at least twice, if not 3 times as many techniques, punches, that is.
So Sexy Beast number 1, break it down for us. The first round, 10 minutes.
Well, okay, Aoki did a really good job of getting the takedown, avoiding being hit a lot. He did apparently got hit in the groin and kicked and kind of milked it a little bit. But I really so far, this 10 minutes really has to be Hansen's. He's the only guy who made any submission attempt. He threw more punches from the ground than Aoki did from the top, and they were more effective. They were harder shots. And then the few standing punches that were exchanged when they were kind of clinching in the corner near the end of the round was all Hansen. So again, Aoki is the hometown boy. He is very popular here. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays in the judges' minds.
Joachim Hansen, the champion, putting the strap on the line for the first time. There's the man that wants to challenge for it at Dynamite on New Year's Eve. Kawajiri earlier on saying, I want to fight whoever wins the championship here tonight. Very relaxed there, Shinya Aoki, a bit of grazing under the right eye.
I'll tell you what needs to happen for both these guys. If I was their corners, I'd tell Hansen, I'd be going, listen, you need to start throwing those punches. More and more of it. Keep it on the feet, score it, let him know that you're here to knock him out. Because Aoki cannot handle being roughed up. Aoki, he needs to do the takedowns like he's doing, but he's got to start going for submission.
Have a look at the crowd here at the Yokohama Arena. Who says that mixed martial arts in Japan is a non-happening scene? It is truly happening here yet again. A dream, about 16,000 on hand. As Hansen stalks forward now on Shinya Aoki, looking to set that rear hand. Nice knee to the sternum. One underhook here from Aoki. Look for the takedown again. We haven't seen what he tried or what he did against Shaolin last time out, which was a kickboxing contest. No doubt he respects the hell out of the striking skills of Joachim Hansen.
Joachim Hansen can go for a knee bar. Go for a reverse heel hook here. Although he's leaving his leg in there for one.
Joachim Hansen again early on in the round looking for a submission attempt, as Guy said earlier. It's been mostly the sub attempts from Joachim Hansen. Matt Hume among the officials here. Great to see the Wizard as always at our shows. Corner of Aoki saying close the distance. Aoki working inside the guard of Hansen. Hansen wants to put him back inside the guard here if he can. Corner also of Aoki saying don't get hooked. Keep him nice and close. Don't allow the champ to work his hands on you.
Those guys don't know what the term hook is, a pro wrestling or submission wrestling term referring to getting caught in a submission hold.
And this is why I call Guy Mezger the Wikipedia, the human Wikipedia of mixed martial arts. There is nothing he doesn't know. I'm going to change it. No more Guy Mezger. You are now Google Mezger.
Google Mezger. Yes, you keep coming up with new ways to describe my omnipresence of martial arts.
Could work something off the right arm here. Now gives it up. Let's throw a rubber guard there. Does Joachim Hansen gives that up also. Now controlling the left wrist of Shinya Aoki. Aoki working for something here off the right arm of Joachim Hansen. Kawajiri looking none too impressed here. Referee calling for action. Nice step
all the way
from
around.
Joachim Hansen, whips around the back of the head and lobbers him to the right cheek. Referee's going to say, stand it up! And he's going to rip into his pocket and yellow card someone here. It goes to the champ and it goes to the challenger. One yellow card for inactivity.
I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I mean, maybe Aoki, he didn't really try anything on the top position, but Hansen is trying to bring this fight.
Hansen on the front foot, nice outside thigh kick from the champ, Aoki. Oh, the high knee! And Aoki double legs him, puts him down again in the neutral corner. A little bit close to the ropes here. Referee may pull them into centre ring a moment. He said the official's making sure that the shoulder doesn't fall through the ropes, and indeed the referee straight on top of it. That was a beautiful knee though earlier on. Caught Aoki, and that's why Aoki sunk down for the double leg.
Tell you something, Aoki is showing a lot better chin, lot better mustard than I would expect from him, because he usually, when he gets roughed up, he gets hit hard, that's when he falls apart. But he's keeping good composure. He's taking some hard shots, and he's mounted him. This is not good for Hansen.
That was just lightning fast from Aoki. This is not where Hansen wants to be. One of the world's premier submission artists, mounting you. You're in a whole lot of bother. What will Aoki work for here? What are you predicting he'll do, Guy? Maybe an armbar attempt?
Yeah,
maybe will he try and go for one of those Aoki platters, the reverse go-go platter from the mount?
He needs to go for something. I mean, he's got it. He's very, very skilled here. He's taking a lot of his time, but there's only 1:30 left. He's going actually maybe for a choke here.
1.5 minutes remaining in the second round.
Top guillotine choke would be slick if he pulled it off. But he's only got, like I said, he's only got less than 1.5 minutes, and.
Can Hansen survive here? Still looking very relaxed as the champion as Aoki applies the pressure.
Oh,
Can Hansen? Yes. Aoki applies the pressure here. Hansen maybe, and some other pops the head out nicely.
He's going to leave that arm for the armbar, though.
Armbar! Armbar! Will we see the first ever Japanese Dream Champion? Aoki just posting up on that right arm, and he's talking to his corner. He looks okay. Does Hansen?
It's amazing how calm he is. He's in an armbar attempt here, and he's actually having a casual conversation with his corner. I'll tell you something, but that's how you get out of a move like this. You got to stay calm. You got to stay collected. You got to stay composed.
This is going to be a hard one for the judges. If you thought that Joachim Hansen had the first round, it's Aoki now with the dominant submission attempts here in the second round. Don't forget, they are scoring as an overall fight and not round by round here at Dream. Now Hansen's going to go for a sub of his own. Gives it up, does he?
No, he's just trying to get out of the armbar. He's turning his body around.
He went for a knee to the head. Rolls out of it. Oh! It's all over! It's good night, Irene! We've got the new champion! We've got the new champion! We've got the new champion! Shinya Aoki subs Joachim Hansen. Beautiful roll into an armbar. Good night. Awesome. Awesome.
It was an awesome finish because up to that point I thought the fight was a little lackluster, but he did pull out a very good armbar there. Good job.
赤くんは180センチ、69.8キロ、青木真也。
Aoki is the favorite with the bookmakers, minus 350. Hirota at plus 280. You can hear the people shouting out already. Aoki, tremendously, ridiculously, stupendously popular fighter here in Japan, is Shinya Aoki. 3 rounds, 5 minutes each. Sengoku champion versus Dream champion. It doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't get any bigger than Dynamite.
Ready, go!
Michael Chiavello, Guy Mezger, and Mayhem Miller with you ringside. Aoki, the multicolored trunks. Hirota in the sparkling golden black. Aoki shoots in for a single. Hirota sprawls early.
Yeah, quick to shoot on that. That was great. But Hirota, great job of takedown defense. Really working off that one leg nice.
Trying to turn it into a double here.
Yeah, he's digging in deep up against those ropes. And he gets it. Pretty quick to the ground.
Nicely done from Aoki. Hirota backed into the blue corner.
This is where Hirota does not want to be. Aoki is submission master, and look at this with the arm behind the back.
Aoki can just tie you up in any number of ways. He's a human ball of twine.
Man, he has him good, cinched up with the arm behind the back.
Have a look at this, another crazy sub attempt from Shinya Aoki. And that side of the face is just exposed for Aoki to tee off on him like a golf course.
Oh man, he's really jacking that wrist up behind his back far. Police style, LAPD here in Japan.
It looks like a demented game of Twister in center ring.
It's like a reverse hammerlock from man. That'd be crazy.
I don't even know what you call that one.
You simply refer to it as something Aoki-esque. Like when he did that reverse go-go plata. Downward elbow. Aoki in control.
In control? That's putting it lightly. Good Lord. But the arm behind the back, literally. Oh. And he may be twisting for a lock here.
He's got it right there.
Could Aoki finish it? Could he seal the win for Team Dream?
Oh, it's a high.
Oh, that's going to be painful. That's going to be sore.
That is a bully beatdown.
Hirota in trouble. Aoki applying the pressure outside.
He broke the arm. He broke the arm.
Oh, he broke the arm. Oh, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Oh, my.
Aoki in impressive fashion.
Oh, my. He broke his freaking arm.
Hey, that's the business. We're not figure skating.
Yeah, you can tap.
Shinya Aoki. Can I now say, and it's right at the very last minute, we thought Tobi Yamada had the sub of the year. I think this is going to be the sub of the year. That is the craziest freaking submission I have seen in 2009.
Man, I'm going to have to back you up on that.
Yeah, that
was amazing. You know, I just never seen a guy kick.
171cm, 70.0kg. 챌린저
I have to say, Hans, it's been quite a while since we've heard such a vocal crowd at Dream events. They are really into it here and split right down the center.
Absolutely, like you said, there's a lot of people on both sides of this. Particularly Aoki arouses really strong feelings, either of love or hate, in Japanese people as well.
All is in readiness for this championship bout. Shinya Aoki, the defending lightweight champion of Dream. The challenger, the crusher, Tatsuya Kawajiri. First round will be 10 minutes long. Second round will be 5 minutes long. It will be Kawajiri trying to keep it standing for as long as he can. Working those heavy hands, working that wicked round kick. If it goes to ground, he wants to be on top. Sit inside the half guard and ground and pound. It'll be Aoki looking to bring him down and lock on a leg lock on a choke, lock on an armbar. Michael Chavello, Frank Trigg, and Hans Thompson with you. Aoki in southpaw stance. He shoots in early for a single. Then Kawajiri scrambles. Aoki locking up the leg. Not what Kawajiri wanted.
He's got his heel caught. He's got his heel caught. He's got to turn. He's got to keep spinning out of it. He's in a bad way right now. Kawajiri is. He's almost in a full calf crush.
One of the best submission artists in the world is doing his thing in the ring again. Oh my! Kawajiri could be in a whole lot of bother.
See, he has the top of his foot caught, so he can't get his foot out of there. He's extending the top of the foot fully out.
Is he going to tap? Is it finished for Kawajiri? He heel kicks the face. He heel kicks the chest. Epic moments in the opening 60 seconds of this main event. And look at Aoki like a leech. He won't let go. How taste my feet. This is what Aoki does so well. Kawajiri cannot play this game, surely. What a sight here. Aoki just twisting and turning.
Aoki's got to get his feet crossed the top of Kawajiri, get him locked in there so he can't get his hips away any further. And Kawajiri's got to start kicking his legs out to get his foot out of that armpit. He's caught him in a deep bag.
Ishida screaming, you can get it out, you can get it out.
A grimace from Kawajiri. Aoki relax and look at the lead ring. It's good night, Irene. It's good night, Irene. It's good night, Irene. Aoki did it as Aoki does. Another thrilling.
Agakona, 180センチ、69.7 キロ。青木真也。
We're ready for 2 rounds of action. First round 10 minutes, second round 5 minutes. Look at the crowd here in Nagoya. They have turned out in droves for Dream 16. Wherever you're watching, folks, we hope you're enjoying all the action. If you're following us on Twitter, thank you for your tweets. At us, at Chevello Voice, at Frank Trigg, at Hanslater, at HDNet Fights, at Dream Official, at K1 Official. Marcus Aurelio, a huge opportunity for Maximus. And Aoki. Aoki in southpaw stance. He's improved his stand-up a lot, Aoki. Been working some Muay Thai. There's a nice round kick off the back leg. And again goes to the liver section.
Ooh.
Double looping lead hand there from Aurelio, but didn't turn the knuckles in.
No knuckles, no hip turn. Kind of just lazily threw him out there. I think he was more surprised that they hit than we were.
I was about to say the same thing. I think you're surprised he got distance there on Aoki.
Aoki, I would say, has the length advantage, the reach advantage. But he's more of an inside guy.
Aoki looked to drop down and maybe wrap up a leg. He's got enormous feet on him for a man of his size, Aoki.
Not to say about a guy with big feet.
Wears big shoes.
Big socks.
Aoki looking for a takedown.
And really in this battle, Aoki doesn't really even get the takedown. He can just jump guard as long as he's in control.
Top position here for Aoki. This is Aokiville.
Now the real game begins with these two guys because this, I'm sorry, Mike, let me step on you, but this is really how it works now for these two cats. That both these guys are great grapplers. They're okay punchers, they're okay wrestlers. Let me take that back. They know how to wrestle, they know how to punch. They're not really good at either one. The grappling game is where both these guys are superior. Let's see which one's style is better.
Looks like he took a little flick to the groin there, Aoki. Grimace momentarily. New wife won't be happy about that one. Gets back into the neutral corner here, Aoki.
Well, she might be happy. She may only want one child. You're done.
Aurelio.
Oh. He's got real long, skinny arms. He's able to get these weird-ass chokes on his top side. And great positions that that most people can't get into because of his length and his reach for the weight class.
Aoki gets the takedown and he mounts the Brazilian. Trouble here for Aurelio.
Oh, he's got a body triangle type position with his legs across the knees, so he can't move out. Look at the length. A guy like me against other 85-pounders, I can't do that because they're so much taller than me. Aoki's really tall for the weight class, so he gets, like I said, he gets away with weird positions. It's gonna be really hard for Marcus to get out of this mount position.
And the nasty Aoki, who's been wearing his Nick Diaz t-shirt all week.
Yeah, the announcer was a speculation. He's going to be fighting Nick Diaz. And we saw Scott Coker sitting off in the background. I thought maybe he was going to announce this Nick Diaz fight. And it wasn't, was it, Hanslater?
No, sir. It was all about him being a daddy.
Can you blame him? I mean, that's the whole thing was his big announcement. Did they say boy, girl? They didn't say?
No, at the beginning there, we saw Sakuraba giving him some advice, depending on whether it's a boy or a girl. He said, treat her really well and really nice if she's a girl, and if it's a boy, then arm lock the hell out of him.
Right hand there to the jawline from Aoki. Aurelio just pulling the head down towards his chest. Aoki posting up on that right arm. Still got the triangle locked in here. Has Aoki in the top position. Under 7 minutes remaining here in the first. Aoki relaxed, confident. Aurelio ties up that left arm, and Aoki still manages to pop a couple of hammer fists. Goes for that diesel piston of a right. Hammer fist strike off the right hand from Aoki, posturing up momentarily, and again drops it between the eyes.
I can't understand Japanese hands later, but it looks like to me they told him to start posturing up and start, putting out big ass strikes on him instead of these little peppering strikes. Is that right?
That's exactly what they're saying.
I mean, Aoki immediately responded to the instruction, and he's hit. He's sat up 4 times. He's hit Aurelio 4 times.
That's what they're telling him. They're saying, look at him, posture up, and hit him.
It's a sign of experience. It's a sign of ring savvy and awareness here for Shinya Aoki.
He's kind of like a super nerd. He's like a super geek. The kid is really, really smart. He's really smart. He knows what he's doing.
He's got some big names in his corner there, too. Satoru Kitaoka. He's got Kawajiri, not Kawajiri, sorry, Imanari there, and Yuki Nakai.
Wow.
Aoki, who has worn the shorts in his past few fights, he used to wear the long pants, but I think a few of the opponents began to complain that he got better traction for those submissions, Hans, with the long trunks.
Actually, Aoki himself said he just wanted to show that he could win without him. He was like, the pants don't mean anything.
And I gotta be honest with you, the submissions that he's using, the pants aren't working. Like they're not helping out at all.
Aurelio unable to get out of this position that Aoki has him locked down in.
And Aurelio, for a long time after he beat Gomi, he was touted as like one of the next guys who's going to kind of come up to the ranks and kind of be in the weight class, in the top 5 or 6, and it kind of fell off.
It was interesting there, Frank, sorry, but the referee was looking around ringside as if he was looking for some indication maybe, or some signal to maybe recommence this one from a standing position.
The judges here in Japan actually help with the stand-ups. So the ref will look around, look at the other judges, and the judges start giving him signals to bring them up, then he'll stop and bring them up.
Nice hammer fist strike 2 times. Make it 3 there from Aoki. And Aurelio immediately tries to close down that right arm.
I do think Aurelio needs that Aoki needs to start moving up. He's
cornered.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Sorry, bud. His corner is telling him those punches are working, there's punches working, your opponent can't do anything.
But he's just sitting on those legs. They're sitting there getting caught up, but he's got the legs pinched in that nice body triangle down around the knees, which is a smart position, a great position, but now he's hit him so much, it's like time to move up to a different spot and try to get a finish here. Because these punches aren't going to knock him out. Like, I don't see him, getting one that's going to put him underneath.
Aoki just all over Aurelio here. Referee called for action. Aoki just doing enough to keep the work rate up so they do not restart from a standing position, which is what Aurelio would so like right now.
There he goes. He's going to make his move.
Side control now for Aoki. So slick. Drilled a knee to the kidney.
Wow. The flexibility to be able to do that from that position and build the power up and the ability to get past his guard. This kid is really good. And he's getting better because now he's getting more violent. And he's got violent submissions, but he's getting more violent with his strikes from the guard game, too.
The rumor floating around that it may be Aoki versus Melendez at Dynamite on New Year's Eve. That would be epic. What are they shouting now, Hanslider, from the corner in front of us of Shinya Aoki?
They're just saying, don't let him up.
I'm surprised it went this long. I thought Aoki would have caught him by now or something, but he was so content to sit there with the triangle on the leg, he didn't really want to move anywhere.
Or rips him with that right hand to the side of the jaw, Aoki.
They're telling him lock up those legs again, hold him down and hit him.
It's not the most exciting brand of fighting from Aoki here in the first round. It is effective though, just grinding away.
I have to be honest with you, Michael, this is the best ground and pound I've seen from Aoki, though. This is the best he's been active. Using this position, he just stays so tight, past your guard, finds a limb, finds some way to finish off, and that's it. But this time he's actually grinding, and he's actually bloodied up Marcus Aurelio.
You see the cut on the bridge of the nose, some swelling around the right eye there of Aurelio. Aurelio tried some upward strikes of his own, but nothing effective.
Irritating more than anything. Oh, elbow to the body.
Oh, nicely done. Tucked it under the armpit there, Aoki. Then a hammer fist strike to that damaged right eye. Aoki picking his shots methodically. And now the referee will restand them. Yellow card here for Aurelio. Why?
That is disturbing. Aurelio can't.
What was he meant to do?
Dude, it's one of the reasons I don't like the yellow card, but it does create action. And he's foreign.
Aoki shoots. Aurelio sprawls and takes the back. Oh, Aoki. Oh, Aurelio. Aurelio locks onto the arm, now pulls the head down. That was a good flurry there. Nice scrambling.
Wow, that was a lot of action. That could have been another huge finisher for Aurelio. He could have finished this off and walked away another hero.
It was quick. Aoki inside the guard. Aurelio throws the legs up. Closes the guard now. Under 1 minute remaining. Oh, Aoki cracked that one, and Aurelio to make a quick count of his teeth. Aoki applying the pressure. Squeezing down here.
Action! Boss!
Referee calling for action. Again, there's not a lot that Aurelio can do from this position.
It's kind of stuck. I mean, really, it's all because Aoki's just laying on and holding him down. There's no position. Like, in my mind, if you have to give a yellow card to somebody, you have no choice to give a yellow card to somebody. It's got to go to Aoki.
Aoki ends the round inside the half guard. One down, a one remaining. Not the barn burner we hoped it may have been. But an intriguing contest nonetheless. Frank, let's talk tactics once again. Second round for Aurelio. What does he need to do?
Force Aoki to get into a punching fight. Make it a fight with him. We've never seen Aoki in a real battle, a real just like drawn out brawl. We've never seen it. So let's see it happen. Let's try to make this thing work by having a striking matchup. Aoki, keep doing what you're doing. You're working because you're able to get inside, you're able to take them down. You're using your new improved hand game, your new improved foot game to kind of offset them and get in there. But when you shoot your shot, we got surprised a little bit because he sprawled behind you and took you back. You got to be careful. It's going to happen again when you go shoot for a takedown. So get him in and get him quick, get him down on the ground.
You surprised by the tactics of Aoki in that first round, Frank?
A little bit, because I think he'd want to finish him more and really try to prove, he's got the better game to go ahead and finish guys, but he also must be respecting the way Aurelio is. You can see here that Aurelio took his back here after one of his shots, and he battled out of it, almost armbar, almost rear naked choke, but nothing really significant in there. And then I think he's kind of also feeling his hands. Like he's kind of feeling that I'm punching through this guy, I'm smacking him up, I'm trying to hit him a little bit. Like I'm really getting him on, I'm really getting on him. And I think now he's starting to understand that it's like, because I am getting him on a little bit, I've got to be careful, or not be careful, but not kind of finish him with my hands. I'm going to try that, and as opposed to just trying to finish him with a submission.
Second round as Kitaoka jumps off the apron and almost knocks out an official who was passing right in front of us. Almost did a Randy Macho Man Savage flying elbow on top of him. Second round. Let's see what Aurelio can do. He does have a good jab, the Brazilian. I'd like to see him use it more, and he does just that. Trying to set that right hand. There's the right hand counter. Aoki got underneath it.
Get away from the ropes. Aurelio's got to get off the ropes right here. Aoki's got to keep him on the ropes.
Still to come here tonight, folks. Sakuraba versus Mayhem up next. And then Musashi versus Mizuno. Two blockbuster fights remaining. Aoki drops down. Single, now to a double. And Aurelio is planted on his backside.
Jeez, what a great job by Aoki. He's got real nice, tight takedown, tight pass. Aurelio's having a hard time now, really trying to battle, because the difference is, too, a lot of times in jiu-jitsu, guys find a space to kind of take a break, where there's like a scramble, everyone kind of stops and takes a second to kind of rest. The problem with Aoki now is that the way he's punching, there's no break with Aoki on top of you. You're kind of stuck the whole time, and once you kind of find that jiu-jitsu space to rest, you're getting punched again. And Aurelio is more of a jiu-jitsu guy than he is a striker, so he's very uncomfortable.
What is Aoki setting up for here? You know that he always thinks about 10 moves ahead. You wonder what is going through that tactician's mind of his. A very cerebral fighter, if ever there was one. He's pulled out some extraordinary submissions in his dream career. My favourite, that reverse goggle plata. The Aoki plata, as we dubbed it. The one against Hirota at Dynamite. The one against Kawajiri last time out. He can seemingly do it all, Aoki. Aurelio is having a very tough time. He's proving resilient, the Brazilian. Not the sort of welcome back to Japan that Aurelio wanted.
Not at all. It's complete domination to this point. I mean, nothing that Aurelio has done other than a couple jabs has actually worked. It's got to be so frustrating because he's got high-level jiu-jitsu. He's got great jiu-jitsu, and it's just not working against a guy like Aoki.
Hammer fists again from Aoki. That one there was smack on the nose. Be breathing out of the back of his head after that one, Aurelio. Aoki wants to mount him, gets the mount. Beautifully done. And I love the appreciation that the crowd, the educated crowd here in Japan, shows for a move like that. You hear the round of golf claps. Aoki again with that triangle.
And he kind of takes his other foot and overwraps it over your feet, too, so there's really nowhere for you to go. I mean, the only way Aurelio can do right now, and honestly, is stop battling the hands. You're stuck here. Stop battling the hands. Take a couple punches and push on his hips and start sliding your feet out, like because you can't do anything else. You got to get your hips out. You got to get clean of this, otherwise you're stuck.
Well, Aoki just stay in this position and just grind out a decision here. The crowd want to see him go for a sub. I'm sure you do wherever you're watching this one live. A couple of nice shots there around the eyes of Aoki. Won't do much damage though. Aoki postures up now, tries to drill that right hand between the eyes.
See, really at this point, he might as well just turn his hips and do regular mount defense. You know, take over his hands, turn his hips down so one leg can come free, push on Aoki's hips and just get out of this because he's going to spend another minute and a half here, losing already the rest of the fight. He's got to do something.
Big cut here now over the right eye, it looks like, of Marcus Aurelio. And you know that's like waving a red curtain in front of a bull with Aoki. He'll just go after that cut. He'll open it up, he'll deepen it up. He'll put a money box on the forehead here. 1 minute remaining in the fight. It has been all one-way traffic, hands later.
This is interesting. Aoki's corner was just telling him, make him defend it. I think they're trying to get Aurelio to bring his hands up so he can attack him with a submission here.
A surprise, Frank, that Aoki has spent so much of the fight in this position.
Yeah.
And seeing that it hasn't worked for him for a sub, that he hasn't broken off and switched up and tried to transition to something else.
Yeah, I thought for sure after about 30, 45 seconds of him in this position would have moved. It's been like 6 or 7 minutes. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know if Aoki's looking for some particular thing or what the problem is. He doesn't feel comfortable moving up there. It's a new technique or what the deal is, but he's dominating from this position, but he's not able to finish the fight.
10 seconds remaining. Aoki is going to claim the victory here and claim it easily.
This is one of those fights that should have been finished early. Like there's no reason for this fight to go the distance.
It was uninspired. Aoki pumps his fists into the air. Aurelio's face just covered with blood. And at the end of the day, a simple victory for the Baka survivor. Ground and pound in the final 20 seconds from Aoki. Who will he face at Dynamite? That's the big question. Rumours abound it'll be Gil Melendez. Scott Coker is here ringside, sitting with our very own Andrew Simon from HDNet, and also with Mike Kogan from FEG. So to be a fly on the wall over in those discussions, Frank.
They're not discussing anything. They're talking about hookers and transvestites.
Yeah, that'd be mostly Kogan.
判定の結果をお伝えします。ジャッジ大橋、青木。
No brainer here, folks.
ジャッジ磯野、青木。ジャッジ庄司、青木。よって勝者。
Aoki takes it with ease. Or can Nagashima finish in the opener? Michael Chiavello, Frank Trigg, Hans Thompson with you.
Come on, Aoki. I don't want to wear pink hair.
And I don't want to lose my beard. Come on, Nagashima, as they lock up against the ropes. It'll be a matter of Aoki here simply grinding out as much time as he can, shaving off the seconds and tying Nagashima up every time Shinya comes in.
Run, just run for 3 minutes, just run.
That's exactly what Nagashima said that Aoki would do. He said he's probably going to run away from me.
Nice evasion there. Got on the outside of the right hand and throws it into the upper left rib cage. Does Aoki. Nagashima looking for that right hand. Big outside thigh kick. Throws it right down the tube. There's a curling left hand. And Aoki had to think twice there.
Jeez, but that's a big heavy hand. Everything he's throwing was desperate intention.
Overhand left and a swinging right hand. Referee needs a caution, Aoki here. That is illegal under these kickboxing rules, and he does indeed. Oh, left hand from Nagashima.
Oh.
And referee needs a caution again here, Aoki. Illegal clinching and knees. Nagashima should just go Muay Thai on him if that's the case. And start wrenching that neck. High left round kick from Aoki to no avail. You remember his fighting dream against Shaolin? He turned it into a kickboxing contest and he won. Aoki. Jumping double kick.
Oh, you know what? Aoki's going to start getting smart here. Start doing a lot of these crazy techniques. We can spend 3, 4, 5 seconds on the ground.
Overhand right from Nagashima. Aoki backs up and he falls to the canvas of his own volition. He knows what he's doing. He's super smart. Gets underneath the left hook. And he's grinding out the clock effectively here, Aoki. 60 seconds remaining in the kickboxing round. Rolling heel kick from Aoki. He shaves off another 4.
Time, now it's time
seconds.
to time. He's going to get warned. Darn.
There's a warning for Aoki.
Aoki knows he has no business in a kickboxing contest.
The moment he stood right in front of him, he got hit with 2 straight jabs.
High clinch. Again, referee needs a caution. The double-handed clinch not permitted. Aoki clearly just flaunting the rules here. 30 seconds remaining. Double jump kick again now from Aoki. He shaves off another 4 seconds. It's clever. It is clever, Frank.
Very clever. Now he get hit with another warning.
Now, if you think that Aoki was going to run here in the kickboxing round, I predict Nagashima is going to run for his life in the mixed martial arts round.
Aoki needs to keep his hands up.
Using the ropes, illegal. Again, just
this is becoming a gimmick fight at this point, and there's no.
Aoki broke the rules almost a dozen times.
No, he didn't. You can see it. He didn't do it. It's totally fine.
Okay, now we go into the mixed martial arts 5-minute round. The game plan of Nagashima has to be run, 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 do your best Seabiscuit impersonation to not let Aoki take you down.
You know, eventually he's going to catch you and take you down. So I would do a lot of picking shots, peppering shots, kind of running away, leaning back with some of my kicks, do little, snapping jabs, look for that big uppercut every time that Aoki shoots, and then hopefully put him a little bit, rock him a little bit with one of those small shots, then put him down with a heavy shot. But I think you're right. I think he's going to run down for the next 5 minutes.
We will see if Nagashima flaunts the rules here, Frank. Maybe he'll escape under the ropes. Maybe he'll sit against the ropes. Maybe he'll stick his head out of the ropes. He'll look for ways to grind down the clock himself and get continued warnings, as Aoki did.
You know, that's actually pretty smart. That could be another game plan of his as well. But also
you
remember,
know what? Maybe Nagashima is going to be a real man with a real set of nards and stand and fight with Aoki and go out on his own shield.
Second out. Second out.
Not if you've seen a man break an arm before. Nope.
Look at the
And
sellout
would you
crowd.
call the real man the guy that came in a dress and wig?
This has got nothing to do with you, Hans Thompson. It's got personal between Frank Trigger and I. My facial hair is on the line. Here we go, second round.
Oh,
Yes!
it's out,
Yes!
he's out!
Oh, no! Frank Trigger! Frank Trigger! You're wearing a wig!
I can't believe it! We got through the first round. He's journey.
Specialist, which is exactly the opposite of what McKee wants.
He is 14-2-0 with one no contest in Dream.
これより本日の第6試合、ライト級ワンマッチを行います。青コーナー、172センチ、69.5キロ、アントニオ・マッキー。赤コーナー、180センチ、70キロ、青木真也。セリフが入ります。
The referee will give last-minute instructions. Aoki, a southpaw who at one time was aspiring to be a police officer before mixed martial arts bit him in a big way. Antonio McKee, a man who says he's been shot at, stabbed, kidnapped, and duct taped, so Aoki can't do anything to intimidate him. We are set for 3 5-minute rounds. It's a non-title fight in the lightweight division. The two touch gloves, and we are underway.
He said it's simple strategy. Pressure him. He doesn't think he can take him down. He's totally going to dominate him on his feet.
Hand right by Aoki, going for the shoot immediately.
Yeah, but the pressure is Aoki, and Aoki has the clinch. McKee on one knee already.
Aoki got the first shot in, too. That looping shot landed.
Yeah, nice right hook.
Okay. Pressure on him.
Aoki coming off a win in his 1FC debut, defeating Arnaud Lepont via triangle choke in the first round back in August in Manila, Philippines. He holds a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under his sensei Yuki Nakai. He's also a black belt in judo. McKee, a brown belt in judo. Of course, his background, he's a wrestler.
He should have the size advantage, strength advantage. He's 10 pounds overweight on Saturday.
Great by the leg, though, and Aoki with the takedown, but it's McKee scrambling, wanting to go in a top position, but look at the strength and deliverability of Aoki. Well done.
He's in side choke position. He's got to watch that arm getting across his face.
Also known as the arm triangle for you non-catch wrestling fans.
Now we're going to see how well Antonio McKee does off his back to one of the greatest grapplers Japan has ever produced.
He's also the author of the Aoki Plata, the mounted Gogo Plata. I mean, he pulls out submissions that are just incredible to see. And when you look at his record, 20 of his 31 wins via tap out, has never been submitted. 4 of his 6 losses have been via form of knockout, and now going for the front headlock on McKee, delivering the knee to the head of a grounded opponent, which is allowed. And there's a slam takedown by McKee, as he has Aoki on his back.
He's showing that strength.
Pressure his head. Make that foot come down. There you go.
Aoki taking his time just with a basic headlock to maintain control at this point. Trying to use the butterfly guard to get something happening, but they're up against the corner. They're going to be back restarted towards the center of the ring.
McKee endured a turbulent childhood. His mother struggled with drug addiction. He had to take care of himself at a very young age. Has been an entrepreneur, now enjoying a family life with his wife Jen. They have 2 daughters, Haley and Miley. Also has a son, AJ, from a previous marriage, and he just recently discovered he has another boy as well. So Antonio McKee with a lot on his plate, but wanting to pull off the win here against one of the best in the lightweight division in Dream lightweight champion Shinya Aoki.
And he also mentioned that AJ is following in his footsteps and quite an accomplished wrestler.
Up kick from Aoki, under 2 minutes remaining in the opening round. McKee on his feet. And the referee calls for the break as Aoki now gets back up to his feet. Some blood on his chest. Side kick from
There it is.
I like McKee to flick a jab, too.
Aoki comes in, sprawls on the takedown attempt by McKee. Minute and a half remaining in the opening frame.
Good balance in that exchange right there. How the arm goes back up. Feet are sliding. Shoes loud. Dream.
McKee said he started fighting in 1999 because he needed to pick up a hobby to release some frustration and an overabundance of testosterone.
That knee was solid by McKee. Right up the middle.
They immediately switched positions. Aoki turned it right around after that.
I think McKee did really well one turn on before to stay away from all the submissions.
Oh! Slammed it right on his head. And now it's McKee going for the guillotine choke attempt with 45 seconds left in the first round. A war of attrition here in the early going. Takedown by Aoki has not a lot of real estate to work with.
Aoki did a good job of pulling him over his knee and tripping him down.
McKee's going to bide his time, not going to waste any energy trying to get the guillotine.
They have to be careful here, though. Yellow cards, action being called by the referee. A yellow card for passivity could be issued, which comes with a 10% deduction of a fighter's purse. It was the bane of a lot of pride fighting championship fighters' existence back in the day. So, into the final few seconds of what has been a rather cautious opening 5 minutes between Aoki and McKee. Rio Chonan in Aoki's corner. McKee slow to get back up to his feet.
Yeah, the sidekick is just, he's just waiting to throw it. He's waited a little too long because Aoki popped him first with an overhand right and then got into that grappling position, which was quite the scramble. I mean, what nice opposing types of styles. One more grappling, one more wrestling. McKee with a nice pick and slam there. And here they try to wizard that just, I mean, they both fell on their heads.
Yeah, but I think that that head bounce did Aoki a lot more damage.
Yeah, Aoki, nice takedown here. He pulls it forward, pulls it back, trips him over his knee, gets him down in the position. Kind of stalemated after that, but a high level of grappling between both of these guys.
I'm impressed with McKee because he refuses to let Aoki dominate him.
As we mentioned, Aoki with plenty of success on New Year's Eve, a perfect 5-0, including a victory over former Bellator lightweight champion Eddie Alvarez back at Dynamite 2008, a loss that was avenged in Bellator by Alvarez.
Oh, there's that right hook again.
Oh, he's tapping. It's all right. Wow, he stays true. He's trying to tap it, seems that he says he will not endure any kind of a beating. He gets hit and he's already tapping, and he said he was gonna, I don't know about this.
Popped his nose good.
So Antonio McKee gets popped in the face and immediately taps, and Shinya